Well. I am back. I am back. Thank you so much for joining me here. Y'all, this is my impromptu live that I mentioned to y'all about this morning. And I think I actually mentioned it earlier this week as well. I want to say thank you so much for the Miss O member for being prompt. And thank you so much to Kareen. If you are here in the clouds, please like the video. Thank you so much. So, this is a discussion that I definitely wanted to have. I've been following this story for quite some time when it comes to Queen Op and Shell. If you are familiar with Queen Op and Shell, then you probably already know of their tumultuous history as it relates to their presence on social media. They started off at Bigo. They did really well. Then they got banned from Bigo a couple of times and they ended up moving from platform to platform. Well, I guess it was about 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. They ended up getting over to the YouTube platform to continue their show on YouTube, and there was a legal situation that happened related to Queen Op abusing Shell. And the Miss O has arrived for our discussion. Let me let her up. Hey,
Hello.
hey, girl, I was almost late because I was running my mouth, but I'm happy I had looked down at the timer and came on over here. Thank you for joining me. I greatly appreciate it.
Oh, no problem.
Okay. So, where did you first come across Queen Op and Shell? I guess we could start there before we kind of transition into the latest stuff that's been going on.
Well, I came across them a little later because I didn't come across them until the press started coming about when Michelle was assaulted by Danny. So then I went back and started watching old legal lives and different stuff to get myself reacquainted because I found out due to the case on with Michelle, with abusing Michelle.
Okay, so then you click the link just in time because I was segue into that. So once they did come on YouTube because they had been banned off multiple platforms, the
Mm-hmm.
situation with Shell did happen, in which there was some physical abuse going on within their residence, and even with them assaulting Michelle, including Queen Op's girlfriend Danny, assaulting Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
They were arrested. They had to stand trial. They were co-defendants during that case. I actually tried to follow that case as much as I could. Hey, Empress, I tried to follow that case as much as I could leading up to it. Did you follow any of that, Demon Soul?
A little bit of it. And because when they got off or whatever, I saw the results of the case.
Okay. Now, what's happened here recently is that now Shell has been removed from Danny and Queen Op. Queen Op
Hmm.
and Danny survived their trial without an extended jail stay. They pretty much got away scot free
Right.
despite the charges that they faced. And now they are currently co-parenting a 2.5-year old autistic
Hmm.
little girl named Summer.
Summer. Hmm.
Mhm. They are co-parenting her, and it just so happened they are still having a lot of lesbian drama going on within their situationship as it relates to what is happening currently. Now, the so I want to start off and say that this is what my take was, and the reason why I came up with this title here: the price of virality. Because it seems like Queen Op will do just about anything to go viral and to
Anything.
gain an audience, including what she got charged and arrested for, which was beating Shell. You know, with that
Hmm.
stuff that she was doing to Shell and publicly humiliating Shell and all of these things. And she showcases a lot of her business online in the attempt to make money and go viral. Hey to Miss BB. Thank you so much for joining, Miss BB member. And hey to Unconscious Conversations. Hey to everybody coming in. Please like the video. But so yeah, in an attempt to go viral, she's done a lot of things. And the reason why I said Queen Op and the B word, I specifically wanted to zone into the B in LGBTQIA because Queen Op, in my opinion, in my eyes, she would represent the B.
Correct.
However, according to her, despite these countless pregnancies, she believes that she represents the L, which is
Mm.
lesbian. So, okay, so I'll let you go ahead and chime in.
Right, she definitely is the B because when the first thing goes wrong, she spins the block with one of the baby fathers or whatever, and it's still, getting down like that. And she's even, I've been rumored to have some kind of STD or whatever. I know when her and Daddy got into it, some of that came out. But yeah, I believe she was cheating on Danny the whole time. I don't believe it was just no break, baby.
Mhm. Yeah, I do too. And to be honest, when Danny got into the picture initially, I was honestly shocked that she even dealt with women because I really only watched Queen Op and Shell on and off. Honestly, during the pandemic, I came across them because around the pandemic time, my J Dunn channel, my main channel, got demonetized. And when it got demonetized, I was informed by a couple of people around YouTube here to try out Bigo because Bigo was like one of those things that was up and coming for content creators. I was being told that you could make a lot of money on there, etc. So I did test out Bigo. My longtime supporters remember when I even had my Bigo audition and everything. Well, long story short, once I became a creator over there, I started perusing that app. I only lasted doing Bigo content for maybe 2 weeks. I didn't last that long at all before I took it. For real. It was just 2 weeks that I got through. Cause it was a lot of different rules and guidelines
Hmm.
hard to follow over there. And I really got ticked off because I was starting to find my own lane over there and do documentary reviews with my supporters.
Hmm.
And I did one documentary review where I was recounting a Katrina documentary. And it was one just documentary, not anything major, not a Spike Lee joint or anything. And when I was reviewing that, I ended up getting a strike or whatever they call it over there at Bigo. And I think they said that it was inappropriate content or something. And I thought that that was quite fascinating because I was talking about the misplacement of black people with the documentary and how black people were treated when they ended up having to evacuate and things like that. And I spoke about the different racism that was going on after the fact. But long story short, that rubbed me the wrong way because all around Bigo, I saw people doing all types of contents, reviewing major shows and all types of stuff, and didn't have any issue. But when I was touching on my topics, and I felt like because I was speaking about black issues, I feel like that's what made me get like a strike or whatever to my Bigo account. And
Right.
that really ticked me off, and that's one of the reasons why I kinda stopped going because I couldn't figure out what was against the rules and what was not against the rules, to be able to do over there, be able to review. But either way, that's how come I ended up coming across their channel when I used to hang out over there and I used to watch them. But I say all that to say because I never even knew that Queen Op was even lesbian. I thought that she was just a straight woman that was just dealing with Shell. And I honestly didn't even know the relationship between her and Shell initially. I couldn't tell if they was best friends or not. You see what I'm saying? But I
Right.
really thought that they had struck a gold mine at that particular time with how they were acting with one another, like they were making bank over there. But I noticed quickly that it was always at Shell's expense that they were making all this money and racking the money in. And then I end up realizing that with them racking in so much money, it seemed that with them doing so well on Bigo, Shell was always still getting the short end of the deal as far as her being mistreated and not being fed and stuff like that with Queen Op. And hey to today member. Hey to Dream with Jean. Hey to Miss B. Miss B, I did say that I was. I almost forgot. I said that I was when I dropped down. I told Pizarro to redirect to me once she is finished. But yeah, okay. So deep and so I did go ahead and load a couple of clips that or not load a couple of clips, but I got one thing that I kind of wanted to analyze with you and we could kind
Okay.
of dissect together. So let me go ahead and put us wait, I'm gonna put us like this. And let me see if I do here. Let's see if I do my screen here. And let's do here. Let's go here. Let's go here. And let's go. I'm putting this on top of it. Cause I was able to find a few clips of their interaction on here that I kind of wanted to break down with you.
Oh, okay.
And specifically with what's going on with them, I wanted to start here. I got two timestamps, but we just I'm not gonna break down this entire thing, but just to have little talking points.
Okay.
So here, right here is the 18-minute mark.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like men. I don't. What are you talking about? I don't like men.
Fucking camera comments off.
No, I want to eat these bitches up. But I don't like men.
But you're not getting to the facts. You
Okay, you're not telling me the facts.
motherfucker, I can't because you keep arguing with these people.
Okay, then tell me the facts.
Again, the man has done this to multiple women. If you look it up.
Okay, hold on, wait.
Can
I see the comments off?
It's an article.
I'm about to shut you bitches up.
It's an article.
Okay, right. So there's an article of Let Me Live, the organization that he was a part of, that he lied to me to get my attention, said he was the co-founder of, where they conned women into keeping their babies and then pretty much made them sign a contract.
And leave them hanging. Don't do
and then leave them. Listen, I'm going to post the article.
Nickel and dime them like he's been nickel and diming her.
Thanks.
$50 here, $50 there, promising a bunch of stuff and never came through. It's 3 other women that got lawsuits out on him personally.
Thanks.
Him. And said that he promised $10K for each woman and didn't give them nothing. And kind them and keep
keeping their baby. Thanks.
Okay, so I'm gonna pause it right there. So what we have here, y'all, is Danny and Queen Op, who have been in a horrible lesbian relationship. As y'all could hear, they talk crazy to each other, verbally abusive. They cuss at each other. All the while you can hear the 2.5-year-old baby girl Summer in the background, who is autistic, like what me and D Misso said. Now, the reason why I picked out that timestamp is because Queen Op was adamant to let everybody know that she does not like men. And what's good, Vibrant Love? She is adamant to let everybody know that she does not like men. However, Queen Op is now currently pregnant with another baby. And I believe that this is baby, I want to say this is baby number 5 or 6 for her. Do you know how many kids
Yeah,
she got?
because let me see. She got because see a couple of them staying. She put one of them adoption. Then a couple of them are with the relatives, like the father side of the people. And then she's
Mm-hmm.
had some abortions. So I'm thinking this may be like the fourth one. Four, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so I thought for some reason I was thinking Summer was like 4 or 5. But okay, so she only had like maybe 2 before?
No, like three before, I believe, before summer.
Okay, so
So that
3
would be the
before.
fourth.
So then
Yeah,
Summer would be number 4 though. So then she is pregnant now with baby number 5.
right. And then she's also had some procedures along the way too to end pregnancy, like she wanted to do for this one, because she
Mhm.
wanted to, she wanted to do this one in this second term. Like as far along as she is, she had the plan. So she said, to go ahead and do that. And that's when those white men stepped in. And that's what they were referencing in that argument about them, them people that stepped in and try to help her keep her baby.
Mhm. Yeah, so right now y'all, Queen Op is currently pregnant with this would be baby number 5. Is what we think. And she got pregnant because she cheated on Danny. She
Mm-hmm.
cheated on Danny because she thought that Danny was cheating on her with a girl that Danny works with. And because she thought that Danny was cheating on her with a girl from work, Queen Op decided to go and lay up with some man unprotected and caused her to get pregnant. So now she is pregnant with this baby, and she decided that she wanted to have one of those late term abortions, in which a white man with some type of organization from Florida reached out to her to help her be able to get the late term abortion. So, what you hear them talking about in that clip is about the man. Do you know much more about the man or the organization Demon So?
No, but we also need to let them know that she's pregnant by one of her previous children's father.
Okay, now see, that was a piece of information that I didn't know. I
Right,
figured that he had just decided to just lay up with any dude, but okay, so it's a baby daddy. So I
right.
guess this child would be a sibling to one of her kids.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now the thing about this that is bothersome to me is this is one of the her Queen Op is the reason why the B in LGBTQIA gets a bad rep. When I look at this unfold with her and Danny, she is absolutely the reason why I refuse to date bisexuals. And I've
Correct.
not
Yeah.
dated bisexuals in years. And even with my friends, I've talked to my friends and they really don't fool with bisexuals either. And it's because of women like this. Because this right here is a whole liability. A lot of the times you can run the risk of contracting something from them that they end up getting from the dude that they creeping out with. I mean, it's so many things that you have to think about as it relates to bisexuals. And they do get a bad rep because I've been told plenty of times that I should not be prejudiced. Because I guess I have a sense of prejudice when it comes to bisexual people. But that's just more so of a protection mechanism because you could wind up with a queen op.
Correct. And
you
then they already get the reputation of not being able to be faithful or monogamous. Like a lot of them say they will be monogamous with the person they with, even though they're bisexual. But this kind of stuff right here, this makes that not look true at all. It makes it seem like that you basically want to have your cake and eat it too,
right. Okay.
literally.
So Miss B said that's a preference, not a prejudice. Well, thank you for correcting me. Cause sometimes I wonder if it's being prejudiced because I'm deliberately prejudging the person. Cause I think
Hmm.
I prejudge them. I think I have a sense of prejudice because I prejudge them like I already know that they about to be like Queen Op.
Correct. So
But
Miss Yolanda said what Yolanda said. So she pregnant by Juju. Okay, well, if she pregnant by Juju, that's the family that's really good. They have the custody of the boy, the little boy, and Juju is the one she can't leave alone. They real toxic with each other, but they always find their way back. So that's who she's pregnant by. Okay.
okay, and it looked like Negro had clicked the link here. Huh, I wonder if he know about them. Let me let him
Hmm.
up, see what he got to contribute.
Okay.
Hey, Negro.
How you doing? How you doing?
Doing all right, and
Hello.
you?
I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I just been working. Been
Do
trying
you
to be
watch
like y'all.
do you watch Queen Op and Danny?
Queen up and Danny. Nah. Hey, but look, I had a story. I know y'all be following housewives and stuff, right? But I think one of them that was they was based in South Florida. I think they had got in some legal trouble about some fraud. I forgot which one it was, but they ended up going to jail. They stayed in like Boca Raton, Florida. I'm not sure if y'all was privy to that information, but
Mm-mm.
I know y'all, and then I got some real content on the way too.
Okay. Well, Negro.
I just got invited
Well,
to like a
Negro,
SRT.
we want to
What's
stay
up?
on the topic. Hold
Yeah,
on
yeah,
now.
yeah. I'm sorry.
I thought you was coming up here about this. Let us get
I
into
know
the
I don't be
show.
watching that stuff.
Okay. Well, let us get into the show because that's what the people showed up for. No, you didn't have to just run. He dropped off. That wasn't me, y'all. And hey, babe. He dropped off. That wasn't me. Illuminegro. Please don't be offended. I want us to get into the gist of what we talking about. And then if you have something to add to this, then you're more than welcome to come up. But okay, sorry about that, Demon Soul.
No problem.
He clicked the link like he knew what we was talking about.
Right.
He talking about somebody going to jail for fraud. But he is
Mhm.
a supporter over here and he be at my lives. That's why I wanted to see what he had to say. But
Oh
okay.
yeah.
Go ahead. And do you remember what you were saying?
I think we was talking about shit. I was just telling them the juju. I was seeing that was the father. That was the ex. So I was just seeing that somebody in the audience had confirmed that the father of one of her son, the one that she likes the most, actually. That's the son she speaks out of, because she'll tell you in a minute that that's like the only child. When she was pregnant with Summer, she was so excited about the fresh start, but she would tell you that she had preferences, and it seemed like she only liked that child. I think it has something to do with who his father is, but the way
Mm-hmm.
she used to speak so carelessly about the abortions and the other kids who are not with her was a
Mm-hmm.
lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so yeah, currently she has a white man that's trying to assist her in getting a late term abortion. So I'll
Um,
go ahead and play a little bit more Demon Soul and then we'll discuss some more. But
okay.
I had two timestamps, but I think these timestamps are similarly close together. So I'm just gonna let it pick up where it last left off and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
Facts. No,
The
what
dude
else?
is a
Yo, no, no,
weirdo.
no, no. Yo, some people in the comments, not the haters. Tell me what was this man saying, because I'm getting sidetracked about cussing you bitches out. But tell me what this man was saying, because I had all the shit in my mind last night to say, but I forgot to send a note to Danny's phone.
Then he's talking about how all of a sudden now you're not a part. You never told her that you wasn't a part of the Let Me Live no more. You never told her that. You never told her that.
She don't have a pamper on?
She got a pamper on now. Yes. You never
You
told
kept
her
your other kids but killing this one. Girl, every kid don't need to be kept, bitch.
Right.
Every kid ain't meant to be kept.
What does that have to do with what's the shit at
First of all,
hand?
let me answer what I want to answer. We ain't then what we're not gonna do is have a whole fucking thing about him.
I thought that's what you came on here to
That is, but I'm also correct what the fuck need to be corrected. Bro, one thing you motherfuckers is not gonna do is tell me which kids to keep and what not to keep. Bitch, your mother kept and got rid of motherfuckers. He said you're in a demon, girl. You know, no, motherfucker. Stop it, down.
Jazz. Ain't no jazz.
You're. Stop. Now you don't know purpose. Stop hitting me.
Okay. So I'm pausing it right there. Just the fact that they questioning whether or not the baby got on the pamper. That was an odd question for me because it's
Right.
like, don't the baby supposed to have on a pamper, or do y'all just let her just be running around there? I was about to say free balling, but I mean,
Right. The baby is too old for Pampers, but it may have something to do with her diagnosis as far as progression. It might be a pull up or something just because they might have something to do with her diagnosis. Which they
okay.
doing all this in front of this baby, by the way. Like all these little lies or whatever. The baby just making noises and crying and going on in the background the whole time while she telling all this stuff.
Mm,
Yeah, he is. That's what I want to tell you. Jay Dunn said that the white man, correct you. The white men are helping her to not get the abortion. They want her to be. They pro life, so they want her to have. They offer
oh,
to pay her expenses, get her a car, get her a house, and then so Danny like, what's the catch with these white men or whatever? And that's why when
mhm.
I saw her and Danny arguing at the house, because it seems like she's living with Danny this time. Danny at first
She
came to live with
is.
her.
Mhm.
And I was curious of what happened with them, with the people. That's what I was curious about.
Okay, so I can tell you a little bit about that. Well, not what happened with the people, because I don't think there has been actually a solution. All of this that I'm discussing with you was stuff that unfolded this weekend that I was tuned into. That really just was thought provoking. But let me read this. Okay, so Miss Claudia, hey Miss Claudia member. Okay, so she said, no, Jay Dunn, he's trying to help her not get the abortion. He has an organization that helps women. Oh, you read this, even so. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So he has the organization, and Queen is saying that he's chasing clout. And what's good to Stacey Robinson? What's good to Jasmine? Yeah, she quit. She pregnant again, Jasmine MTV. She pregnant again. And she got pregnant with this one because she went and cheated on Danny because she thought that Danny was cheating on her with somebody from Danny's work. Only for Danny to say that she never cheated on Queen Op with anybody from work.
Right.
That's just her coworker. But Queen Op was so insecure about Danny going to work every day that she assumed that Danny was cheating. So in turn, she decided to go sleep with one of her baby daddies, Raw, and end up getting pregnant again. So now she is currently pregnant. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and right now we just kind of listening to their exchange, but specifically we listening to the dynamic of them doing all of this in front of the 2.5-year-old autistic daughter that they already have, as well as
Mm-hmm.
talking about how dysfunctional they are. Oh, hold on. Dang, that but also my other tab was making a noise. It had messed me up. But then also we are talking about the fact I I realized whenever they had got arrested that they around the same age as me, Demon. So with me being in my 39th year, I want to say Danny is my age, and I think Queen Op might be a year younger.
Oh wow, I didn't realize that they. Yeah, I thought they come across. Well, Queen not maybe not so, but Danny come across younger.
Mm-mm. No, when they got arrested for what they did to Shell, I was all up and through there. The B sector called me a doxer. Well, I guess I was doxing them too. And that's how I found out that they right there with me. I feel like one was born in 86 and one was born in 87 or 88. I mean, it's like right there with me. And so
Mm-hmm.
the reason why I say that is because in one part of this, when they get into it, Danny actually gets mad at her and say that she damn near 40. Which she is. She right at
Right.
40 dealing with this, and now they got another baby on the way, all because of the cheating. And that's actually going to come about as I play this clip a little bit more. You'll be able to hear the exchange with them. Did you want to add something else before I play some more?
Oh no, go ahead.
Okay.
Because you ain't that autistic. You doing it on purpose.
She was pushing me out the bedroom.
Now, what the fuck? I got to unpin it. So, what else was they saying?
What else did he say? He got kind. I should have listened to the. How you say you should have listened to him when you told her, "Oh, I'm with the basically you with the shit."
Girl, my mother ain't with the 6 months. Girl, I'm not 6 months. You're loud and wrong. Next.
Now all of a sudden you got kind.
Next. I'm not 6 months. Wait, am I? Wait, when 6 months start again? Am I 6?
No, you're not 6 months.
I'm not 6 months. Match your match girl with who? Because I not shit. I not shit. Who I remember match with?
Who? Not that motherfucking white man, because that white man came to Philly and got the fuck gagged.
No, I think it's talking about you. Well, I don't know.
Oh yeah, she did meet a match when it came to me.
How?
What do you mean? Because didn't nobody else fight for your dumb ass to stay here? That nigga
You saw anybody fight, but I don't know where the fighting came from. Was the fighting genuine, or was it because you didn't want to see me with that white man and motherfucking with that white man living my best life on the beach in the motherfucking Florida?
You was clocking the nigga shit before he asked you to go to Florida. What do you mean? And again, I kept a lot of shit to myself because I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm not gonna say nothing because I don't want to seem like a hater. I want this for her.
Why you hit me in my back? Why you hitting me?
Saying that he's going to her
Stop hitting me. That's what I'm saying. Now, when I hit you back, they're going to try to do the thing because you got the situation.
I did not want to say nothing.
I'm not getting my two side.
I kept a lot of my feelings to myself.
No, you didn't. When I first told you about the white man, you literally tried to say
I'm going to Google him. I said, you kept saying, go to his Instagram. I said, well, fuck his Instagram. Let me Google him. Speaking of Googling him and going on his page, he got one female. It's no females. All he got is pictures of babies. Well, let me say this real quick.
Girl, stop letting Juju get you pregnant. He need to take care of others. Girl, I didn't mean to let him get me pregnant. Like I said, I did it to get back at Danny and end up getting pregnant. And between and now look what?
And now look what?
And now look what? And now look what? And now look what?
What do you mean?
And now look what?
And now what do you?
My bad, y'all. It keep buffering a little bit. I'm probably gonna have to refresh the page. But let me see. Miss Claudia said he paid for her to stay in the hotel the other day to get away from Danny because Queen told him she was in a DV situation. And then she started talking to Tokyo Tony and she started sending her money. Okay, let's see.
Lord.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why it started buffering right here. Hold on. Let me go. And I got to make sure I remember this timestamp so that I can refresh and get it back.
Queen
Okay.
is definitely a op,
You
baby.
okay?
She living
Are
up to
you
her
cool?
name.
And you so
Okay. I just refreshed it. Let me see if that's going to fix the skipping now.
Okay.
you so I'm at my match, right? What are you trying to insinuate?
No, it's
Because my ovaries work, my reproductive system work. I'm a woman. When I get
let me let it because I had it loaded, but because I had messed with it, that's what done caused it to start skipping just slightly. But this is really one of those timestamps that I had put back that I really wanted to discuss here because this is where they talking about her sexuality and arguing about whether or not she is a lesbian because she said that's her story and she's sticking to it that she is a lesbian even though she is most definitely out here hoeing herself and not acting like a lesbian at all. Okay, it looked like it might have loaded pretty much here, so let me see if I could try it again.
It's no female. All he got
Danny
is
just
pictures of
saved you.
babies. Well, let me say this real quick.
Girl, stop letting Juju get you pregnant. He can take care of the others. Girl, I didn't mean to let him get me pregnant. Like I said, I did it to get back at Danny and end up getting pregnant. And
now look.
and between and now look what?
And now look.
And now look
You
what?
Get back
And now look what? And now look what? And now look what?
What do you mean?
And now look what?
And now, what do you mean? And now look what?
And now look what? What am I looking at?
Huh? Are you blind?
My female reproductive system work. What am I looking at?
Okay, yeah, you delusional.
How? I mean, what are you trying to insinuate? I just want to know. We ain't got to argue. I just want to know. What you trying to insinuate?
Okay, so they about to get into the argument about her sexuality. What's good, YouTube cameras, moderator member? How you doing? I'm pausing it right there. Do you have anything to say about that right there, Demon Soul?
Oh no, I'm
Okay.
just listening
Yeah,
till she
because
gets.
because when I first loaded this earlier, it was not doing that. And you would think that it was because maybe I had too many windows open, but that's not the case. Let me make sure that it's not one other thing that I could do here. Let's see to make sure.
YTC, we talking about Queen Op and Danny from the old Bigo days. I don't know if you're familiar with their story with her and Shell, Queen Op and Danny. That's who we talking about.
Yeah, we talking about them because Queen Op done wound up pregnant again. And with her being pregnant again, unfortunately she got pregnant by one of her other baby daddies because she thought that Danny had cheated on her. And uh right now they are torn between whether or not that she need to get an abortion or not. Now clearly in my opinion I believe that she need to get an abortion because this baby wasn't brought here in the decent way to begin with. But I mean hell,
Right.
Summer wasn't even brought here in a decent way to begin with. I think
Mm-mm.
Summer was a mistake, like like that as well. Well, actually
Right.
she got with Danny when she was pregnant with Summer, I think.
She was already pregnant, yeah. And Danny offered to help her raise Summer.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I just went on ahead and cleared my browsing data. So now let me see if it'll play without skipping as much.
I just want to know what you're trying to insinuate. Okay? Are you cool? And you so I'm at my match, right? What are you trying to insinuate? Because my ovaries work, my reproductive system work. I'm a woman. When I get none of that, my body is supposed to produce a baby. It's supposed to build a baby and produce a baby. That's what a pussy and a dick and nut is supposed to do. Build a baby, bitch. My body built the baby. So what are you talking about?
Yeah. You get on this motherfucker.
I thought she was gay. I am gay. Just because I have sex with men don't mean. First of all, pause. It's not. See, that's what I'm saying. You think everything funny. I am gay, but just because I had sex with a man don't mean nothing. I'm physically. I'm physically.
Children talking about you gay.
What the fuck? I'm not mentally and emotionally attracted to men. I'm not mentally and physically attracted to men. I'm physically, mentally, and emotionally attracted to women. I just have sex with men. I don't give a fuck about no motherfucking man. What are we talking about?
Well, she ain't.
Now I'm gonna pause it right there. Now, first off, Danny threw her mad shade by saying she got 1,000 babies. 1,000 babies, and she said that she is a lesbian. She don't like men. She only have sex with men. What's good, Antonio?
Which
Thank you
makes
for
no
joining me.
damn sense. How the hell you not attracted, but you able to that you actually having full intercourse with and engage and responding to a man?
Not only that, but to engage and respond to a man in the way to where you will let him be unprotected. You will be unprotected with him. And
Correct.
I think that it's just foolish because you were saying something about an STD, and you ain't the first person that I done heard say something about her potentially having an STD.
Mm-hmm.
Did she talk about it on one of her broadcasts?
Yeah, it was going. They were arguing and was going back and forth when I heard it, and when Danny had made a comment and when they was going back and forth arguing. This
Okay.
is like right around the time with the shell stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah,
But I
that
had seen it on other people's Bigo, like they said Missy Maj and it was another one that she used to go back and forth. Maybe Super. She used to go back and forth all the time. They would bring it up when they would argue with her too. And so that's what I'm saying. Juju knows all about it. So for him to be engaged in unprotected sex lets you know where his head is at too with her. It's weird. And she keep going back to him. So you obviously is more than you attracted and you wanting to have sex with these men. Come on now. What would be the point? You won't get pregnant with a woman.
that's true. But I honestly sometimes look at Danny. And I wonder if she is with Danny for convenience because you're right.
Hmm.
Initially, Danny was living with her. And from what I hear them say, Danny was with her for about a year and a half prior to them getting into that situation with Shell. And then
Hmm.
now currently, as this is going down, that she has been living with Danny now. It's almost like she hit rock bottom, and based on how Danny described it, Danny felt like she owed Queen Op to return the favor to her because I'm torn because they together, but they not really together.
Right.
Um, but then they trying to still have these babies and grow the baby. Well, grow as a family with these pregnancies that she end up encountering.
She been pregnant for the most of the time that she don't know her. Now with this baby and now with Summer. And I got a feeling Danny could be convinced once this all calmed down, they keep on doing this together and this toxic bond. I believe Danny would be convinced herself that yeah, she want to help her raise this new baby too.
I think that's where they headed with this new one, to be honest.
Hmm.
But let me see if it's going to not skip now. Let me see.
I want to know what you're trying to insinuate. Okay, cool? Are you cool? And you so I'm at my match, right? What are you trying to insinuate? Because my ovaries work, my reproductive system work. I'm a woman. When I get nut of then my body is supposed to produce a baby. It's supposed to build a baby and produce a baby. That's what a pussy and a dick and nut is supposed to do. Build the baby, bitch. My body built the baby. So what are you talking about?
Yo, you get on this motherfucker.
I thought she was gay. I am gay. Just because I have sex with men don't mean. First of all, pause. It's not. See, that's what I'm saying. You think everything funny. I am gay, but just because I have sex with a man don't mean nothing. I'm physically.
Children talking about you gay.
What the fuck? I'm not mentally and emotionally attracted to men. I'm not mentally and physically attracted to men. I'm physically, mentally, and emotionally attracted to women. I just have sex with men. I don't give a fuck about no motherfucking man. What are we talking about?
Well, she ain't.
How was that a get back? You don't want to suffer, not Danny. How am I suffering? What am I suffering about? I made the decision to abort my baby, and that's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to do it safely in the hospital. What am I suffering about? I'm confused. If you knew your body was going to produce a baby, bitch, I didn't think it was going to do it on the first motherfucking time. Bitch, goddamn. Clock that working female, exactly. She can't live without that D girl. Yes, I can. But Danny put me the fuck out and was flirting with bitches at her job, so I had to get her back.
When you got pregnant with her, when you did, you
said you homeless. I am homeless.
I didn't put you out.
Hold on, wait. What do we? Wait.
Baby, what are you talking about?
The last time? Oh, not the summer. No, but you was here and there, put me on here and there. So a little bit of that anger carried over to the fuck. A little bit of that anger carried over. You said that I'm homeless. I am homeless. What about it? I told you that. You didn't know that. I told you that. What are we talking about? Homeless is when you can get put the fuck out. So if anybody on this live can get put the fuck out, you're homeless too. Abortion's not always safe. Well, it's going to be safe today. But Quinn, you already said you known for having active reproductive system. Not off no. I ain't never fucked no nigga and get pregnant just because I fucked you one time. I've never had that happen to me. So Danny was doing what she was doing. Yes, Danny was literally flirting with bitches at her job, and then told me to my face while I was going through depression, I'm not going to stop flirting with these bitches at my job. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
I said I'm not going to stop flirting.
Yes, you did. No, the one specific bitch we kept having an issue about, you literally told me you wasn't going to stop. You said you had to do that.
No, that was somebody else.
That was somebody else. How you sound? Stop trying to play me on this live. Don't ever say that was somebody else because you ain't never said that before.
No. What are you talking about? We wasn't talking about her. We were talking about somebody completely different on the phone.
But no, you're trying to do the most. You're trying to act like you like you just had several bitches on me. Like, don't do that.
Oh my God.
Man, you got it over to one bitch. It wasn't no plenty of bitches. Please stop.
What are you talking about? It was you said yourself. It was numerous of females. It was one that I was trying to be smart with.
Okay, and I fucked Juju more than once. What are we talking about?
Okay, so you heard her say, and she fucked Juju more than once.
Right. Flipping
but
up.
then just now she said that she ain't never had sex with a man that got pregnant for the first time.
Correct.
It was like she was saying that she cheated on Danny the one time and got pregnant by Juju. But then just now she said, okay, so I fucked Juju more than one time.
Mm-hmm.
So which one is it, Queen Op? And again, this is the reason why bisexual women get a bad rep in the LGBTQIA community. And the reason why lesbians typically steer clear of them. I'm pretty sure some nice ass bisexual women out there. I'm pretty sure that there are a lot of them. But when you run into people like Queen Op, it's like, how can you even deal with it? And so even with this argument progresses even more. But then I don't know if you were aware that Danny ended up doing a live. Did you know that Danny did her own live?
Oh, what? Really?
Yes. Danny did her own live. Let me see if I can go grab that one. Because this exchange is going to go on and on and on. But I just wanted the audience to hear her thought and her mentality. But this is also the reason why a lot of the times true lesbians, actual lesbians, don't trust bisexual women, because you happen to encounter a woman like Queen Op. But this is Danny's live here. Let me see.
Hammer. Let me explain the Hammer incident, because what happened was Sierra and I got into an extremely physical fight with her hitting me first. We wound up damn near the steps. She was on top of me. I went reaching for something to to grab, bro, get off me. And that's what it was right there with the hammer. I hit her. I mean, to get her off of me. I'm not saying that it was right, but let's be clear. Let's be extremely clear. Sierra loves to say, oh well, you can die from a hammer. You threw a phone, did smack at my head, and I completely became unconscious. That's the truth. if you hit somebody the correct way with any instrument, they can die. Period. That same day you hit me in the back. We both was bleeding from our heads. I know we both need a mental hospital. Listen, I know. Listen, I know. One thing about it, I'm not afraid to admit it. So anyway, uh, she says like when she comes to the house, she get her stuff, whatever, and I had talked to her, right? I talked to her. I literally talked to her. We was talking, and she's saying to me, I don't care what you said, I love you. She claimed that, oh, I fucked Juju to get back at you. Y'all listen to me. When a person does something to get back at you, they make sure they know it, right? No, I'm not drinking no Telesport. What are you talking about? Do y'all got herpes? No, I ain't got no fucking herpes. What the fuck? Y'all believe anything. Y'all just believe anything. But anyway, when a person, where was I at, bro? Shit. Where was I at? I don't I don't lost my.
I'm gonna pause it right there. Now, first off, when I first heard this, I had to laugh. They over there drinking Taylor Port. I guess it's really that popular. And what's good, Sonny? Thank you for joining. Now, this whole exchange about them hitting each other in the head with a hammer. Had you heard about that, Dimenso?
No, I didn't know they did that. That is crazy.
And Summer was there with them while they having all that go down.
Hmm.
And the fact that Danny is, but see, this is where I had to listen carefully because at first, my first time listening to this, I was really empathizing with Danny. She kind of had me hook, line, and sinker. But if you notice, what she said was that, yes, she had picked up the hammer and she hit her with the hammer, but she said that was because Queen Op had took the phone and threw it and hit her and knocked her completely unconscious. But if you not completely unconscious, then how you able to pick up a hammer and hit a bitch? You see what I'm
Right.
saying?
That don't make any sense. So when did you pick up the hammer?
Right. And I'm like, well, was you knocked unconscious and then you came to and then got the hammer and hit her? And the fact that she is talking about that both of their heads were bleeding because of this circumstance with them fighting each other. Meanwhile, in the presence of this autistic child. And if I'm not mistaken, all of this is also going down while Queen Op is pregnant.
Yep, it sounds like it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The Danny gets into her part of it, her part of the situation, and we can listen to a little bit more, but I don't know if Danny has like her own Bigo channel or what. This clip just happened to be where, somebody had ran and grabbed it from Bigo or wherever they be at and brought it over here. And I thought that it was definitely worth taking a listen to because a lot of the times when Queen Op is talking, we only get her side of the story. It's very rare that we could get Danny's side of the story uninterrupted to see exactly what she is talking about as it relates to this. What's good to Jessica's Town and VA Sagittarius? So,
Hey
okay.
y'all.
Hey, so let's see what else Danny was saying.
I don't care about. I feel like where was I at? Yeah, I love Sierra. Sprite. Oh, okay. So she was over there. She came. We was talking, right? She was saying, "I don't care. I don't care what you said. I love you. We gonna be together." Blah blah blah. She never and she never was woman enough to tell me. Like I said, when you do something to get back at somebody, you say, "This is what I did. I want to hurt you just as much as I feel like you was hurt." She never did that. I asked her. I continued to ask her. She knew what my issue was. She never came clean. This was in December, mind you. She's talking. I mean, if I could show y'all the text messages, I love you. My birthday came around, Christmas came around. You know what I mean? I'm helping her. We're trying to figure out things. Christmas gift for her kids, where she can, all these things, everything. Right? Months go fast. Now she ready to come home, ready to come back here. When she comes back here, mind you, I have proof that she knew at the end of December that she was pregnant. I have proof. I seen it for myself. I seen it for myself. So she come back here. Mind you, never tell me that she had sex with Bull. She never said that. But I believe because she knew, I would have been like, yeah, no, just stay there. And I feel like it's fucked up that you robbed me from you just robbed me from my decision because you knew. I would have been like, yeah, no, it's up. Yeah, stay there. But she came back here, still never told me. Played it cool. We was intimate. I asked her again and she lied to my face. Lied to my face. We laughing and joking. I mean, you looking at me every day, laughing, joking, we playing, babe, this, boo, that, love you, this and other. But the moment we get into an argument, that's how much of a coward she was. The moment we got into an argument, you want to spill out, oh, you ain't know this, I ain't have a period. Then on top of that, I started thinking, I'm like, but you told me, like, I seen you asked me to buy you pads. Oh, well, I did that to keep up the persona, so you wouldn't think nothing. So you wanted to manipulate me that much to where though you your period instead of just being a woman, you did what you did, and that's it. You did what you did. You did what you did. You did what you did. Just be a woman and say what you did and just go on. Yeah, no telesport.
Okay, so I'm gonna pause that right there. And hey to Shauna, hey to Lil Zoo and everybody coming in. Hey Shanice. So the fact that I couldn't imagine actually going out and buying pads for the person that I'm with, meanwhile the person know
Right.
that they pregnant already. Now
That's
how
fucked up.
diabolical is that?
Very. Queen Op, I tell you, baby, opportunist. Her name ain't never lie. Op is for opportunist. She gonna find her opportunity in anything. And just sitting there lying. And Danny I think Danny might be off a little bit.
You know something? I couldn't put my finger on what I thought was wrong with her, but when I first saw them interact together in that video when they got arrested with that whole shell thing, I looked at her and it was something different about her, but I didn't know if I just didn't think that she was Queen Ops type. And then I don't know because people were saying that they was trying to figure out if she had teeth or not. Have you heard them talking about whether or not she got teeth?
Right. Yeah, I've heard them talk about that too. And other parts of her appearance and hygiene. Hmm.
Yeah, but I was wondering when it came to that part, I was like, well, is she uh older woman? But then once I realized her age, I'm like, okay, no, she not a older woman. But I knew that something didn't click because I don't want to say that Queen Op is out of Danny's league, but it just something about that pair that just didn't seem like it was equally matched initially. And hey Sonny, and especially given the fact that um according to Queen Op, Danny was living with her mama, and Danny was kind of down bad and down and out, unemployed and all this kind of stuff. And according to Queen Op, she rescued Danny. And they was living together, making a life together off of Queen Op's Bigo checks. And I was thinking that Danny stood around and took a lot of that stuff because she didn't have a choice if she was that bad
Right.
off. except to go move back in with her mama.
Sonny said the same thing I was about to say. I do think Danny had a drug past, and that got something to do with her mouth issues and got
Oh,
something
she
to do with
used to
what
do
she found.
drugs.
Yeah, I think that she had some kind of issue in the past with drugs. Definitely alcohol, but I think drugs too.
Okay. And hey, Shauna, member. Okay, so Shauna said my psych class project partner was a lesbian. We felt the only two queer kids on campus. But she wrote a paper on women who value themselves when they they became pregnant. Hmm.
Yeah.
But Queen Op done been pregnant multiple times, and it seemed like that don't phase her. And to be honest, if having a being a mother even phased her, she would have kept the first kids.
I think she liked the attention with getting pregnant. It's something about the fact, and she feels like I don't know if she finds baby the fact that she is fertile or something, but I do believe it's something. It's the attention because she knows what to do to prevent this and how much this that happen with and what the situation. But I believe she gets more donations that way, and that is some kind of like Shannon would say. Some people feel like they certain type of woman they fit for fertility versus somebody else who not like they can keep getting pregnant like they think that's a badge of honor.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, and the one thing too is just to be able to hear the perspective from Danny's side of things kind of gives you a different thought um of just their dynamic and their situationship. Because at this point though, it's like Queen Op is Neat and Danny now. It's almost like they changed the roles. The
Hmm.
roles are reversed. But meanwhile, they about to be 40. That
Yeah,
is
that is
and even
wild.
me watching this made me honestly, it made me think like, oh, it made me appreciate my single life currently. I have to be honest because if I would have to deal with this or deal with a woman and her kids or whatever baggage she got currently, any of this stuff, and specifically a woman of this magnitude that's so petty to where she would go out, get pregnant, and then have me going out buying pads to keep up the facade of not being pregnant. Meanwhile, she pregnant the whole time. But I'm gonna play some more of Danny, and she gonna get more into that about how all of that came out as well. With Queen Op. And let me see. I'm about to see if I could pull up the transcript. Let me see if I could get the transcript of this. I wonder if the transcript is available. Yep, the transcript is available. Good. Because once I pull up this transcript, oh, then that'll let me be able to whiz through this to get to the good parts. Okay, good deal. Let me go ahead and play some more Danny.
Okay.
No, like, if we gonna be real, come on, y'all. If we gonna be real, y'all, you can feel how you feel about me. And I've always been extremely transparent. You can feel how you feel about me, but that's nutty. That's nutty. And I don't want y'all hating her, but I'm just saying that's nutty. That's nutty. You don't know that you knew that you was pregnant when you came back here. You knew that. You could have stayed there. You could have stayed there, built whatever you was going to do, and get yourself together in that man basement and got your own crib and this and that. But I love you. How you love me? First of all, I used to sit here all the time. You don't know how to love. You don't even know what love is in real life because that's not love. This is not love. What you give off is not love. You don't rob somebody of their decision because of what you want. It's what you want. It's about, well, I still wanted to just be able to hug you and this and other. And because I knew if I was to tell you, I just knew how you was going to be towards me. Well, you made the decision. So stand on it. Stand on it. Stand on it. I ain't never heard like, she likes to say, oh well, sex don't mean shit. I'm a lesbian. Girl, how are you a lesbian? How are you gay? How? You ain't get on your phone and start texting a stud and start talking shit and flirting with a stud. No, you fuck a man. You have, but you already can't. it just don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. You're not a lesbian. You're not a lesbian. Just stop trying to say that. I've never had no. You're not. You're not. You're not. You're not. You're just not. You're not. You're not gay. You're not. You're not. I don't. I don't know what you're trying to. You sound. I tell her all the time. You sound delusional. I tell her that all the time. You sound delusional. You're not gay. You're not. You said, let's see, and then you said that, you said, now, Danny, let's be fair. Hold on. Damn, shit, I can't, wait, damn it. This shit going so fast. I don't know what love either, because no matter what I'm in it, yeah, I'm supposed to be kicking. Okay. Y'all all right. Okay, so we talking about kicking her out with a baby. Well, with my baby, right? Let's be clear. I have flaws. I'm flawed. When I get hurt, I'm hurt. That's just real. No. Even when I found out, let me make this clear, right? Even when I found out, when she told me that this what it was, the day before that, I had cashed out at Walmart and bought a bunch of stuff. The Easter stuff for mama, made sure she had all the things, groceries, all that cashed out. I don't get government assistance. Everything that I do is from the muscle. Mama, from the grind. When she told me, I didn't put her out. Even though I did tell her, I said, yo, get, I said, bro. And I said, you know what? No, I'ma leave. I left. She said, you know what? I think that it's best that we leave. I said, no, because, you ain't gonna you're not gonna do nothing but find yourself back here. I went out, I took a breath, I walked, and I took a breather. And I said, even though you did this, this is still Summer's home, and let's just think about Summer. Let's just think about Summer. Now, recently we had gotten into an extremely, extremely volatile fight, to where though, and like she said, it was best for her to leave. And yeah, it got bad to where I was like, yo, go ahead, get the fuck on. You know what I mean? It wasn't right. It wasn't right, because at the end of the day, it's about Summer. But we have so much pent up. I know I do. So much pent up, like, aggression, and just like, you hurt me, my dog. Like that was fucked up. Like, you could have kept it real with me. And then, just because that I probably would have been like, well, you know what? Maybe it's best for you to stay there for a little while longer for me to process this information. You didn't do that. It was just messed up. It was just messed up. And mama didn't have nothing to do with that. I snapped. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I snapped. I blacked out. I snapped.
Okay. And hey to everybody coming in, please like the video. What's good to Black Mamba? What's good to everybody? What's good, Sade? Yeah, she was living up in the basement, y'all. Or she was in the basement with her baby daddy. Because that's another thing, too. It's like the baby daddy that she cheated on Danny with in order to get pregnant again, he ain't got shit. So even she picked up Danny where Danny was living with the mama, with her own mama, and not really doing well off for herself. But then for her to backtrack with a baby daddy that's living in somebody's basement and then wind up pregnant. So clearly this baby daddy ain't shit. So he ain't gonna be able to help her with anything when it comes to this baby. Danny is the one stepping in. But then y'all question me over here up in this beef sector when I say I'm a grown ass man. This is precisely why what Danny is experiencing right now is the reason why I say Danny would have the right to say she a grown ass man, because she dealing with babies that's not hers. Now the girl done went and got pregnant up on her with a man. She over here having to do all this stuff, getting groceries and getting gifts
Right.
for
Feeding his
her kid.
children. Mm-hmm.
Correct. And it makes me go back to my live this morning where the Mo3 sector people got mad at me because I said that they could take Happy Father's Day. When you say Happy Father's Day to Danny, look at what she doing.
Hell yeah. Mother's Day too. Shit.
Mother's Day, Father's Day, because she over there handling kids that don't belong to her. She said that she took Queen out back in despite this betrayal because she didn't want Summer, who is not her baby. That's not even biologically her child, but she didn't want Summer to be homeless. Let me look at the chat. Hey, Q Robinson. So Q Robinson said, I've been following this. Danny lost her teeth when she was rushed to the hospital and was incubated. Okay. She said when they inserted her breathing tube, it knocked out her teeth. Okay, thank you, Q Robinson. Because I was wondering what was going on with that. Because I knew people would drag her about that. But then, like what Sonny said, people had said she had a drug problem. So I was like, well, did she lose her teeth because of drugs? But okay, it was because of a hospital visit. And Shauna is saying, I mean, you make a great point. You are acting like a daddy right now because at least y'all hear this girl talking and y'all are able to look at it from the outside looking in. So let's see. Heartless said, Queen Op, baby daddy has their son. Okay,
No,
thank
the
you.
family has their son. Juju ain't shit. He goes and come. The family is raising that boy.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
Not
And
him.
Miss B did said that Queen Op sound gay for pay. But do she though? Because I guess one of my biggest questions is was she still dabbling with women back before she even got with Danny and became a social media person? Because it seemed like she has solely went to relying on social media to make ends meet,
Oh
which is a
yeah.
great segue too, because just when I was on Pizarro's before I came over here, they were having a whole discussion about having a YouTube career and being an entrepreneur and having your sole income being YouTube. And they were speaking on it as it relates to Lemon. But Lemon aside, Queen Op actually tried to thrive and be successful in this way. And during the pandemic, when she was on Bigo, she was at a very great high. She was racking in
She was
money.
making hand over fist, baby. All that designer stuff she had before she got robbed and everything.
She was making good money, yes. But now we fast forward, what, 5 years later, 6 years later, and she ain't got shit. And she homeless, like what she said in the previous clip that I played. And now she had to move in with Danny. And now she going cheating on Danny because she insecure. I always said, me and my friends joke about this, that some of the most beautiful girls be the craziest ones. And Queen Op is one of them because she not a bad looking girl. Initially, when I saw
Oh
her way
no,
back
she
then,
not.
before I even knew anything about her, I really thought that she was a celebrity over there on Bigo. I thought she was actually somebody because, Bigo was having different celebrities and stuff during the pandemic, having channels and things. So I thought that she was an actual somebody up until I tuned in more to her content and I saw that no, this is just a whole minstrel show at the expense of Shell. Then that's when I realized, oh no, she's not a model. She's not a housewife from somewhere. No, she is just her. But I say all that to say she went from making all that money to now in 2026, she is homeless. Being forced to move in with the girlfriend that she probably don't really want because otherwise, why would you cheat on her? And even you cheat on her in that way, why would you do it unprotected? And what's good to everybody coming in? Hey, everybody. Hey, tomorrow. Hey to
That's the
everyone.
part because at that point, not only are you betraying them by cheating on them, you're showing that you don't give a fuck about whether they live or die whenever you do that unprotected. People say, oh, it ain't that deep. That ain't true. No, if you have unprotected sex and you going back to a partner, you have said that you have made the decision that you don't care whether they live or die.
Mm-hmm.
Because the
Mm-hmm.
worst could happen and could affect them. They could give them something to affect them, and you just so careless. Forget, like they think pregnancy the worst thing can happen. Hell no, it ain't the worst thing can happen. And Queen Op knows this, so I don't blame Danny for taking it this intense because you just basically just bringing her back juju.
Girl, Juju. And just the fact that his name is Juju. Oh my God. Juju. Bad. And she bringing Danny all of this bad juju at that. So
Mm-hmm.
now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stay paused here at Danny, and then I'm gonna go back over here to the conversation that was Queen Op side of thing with her and Danny. And hopefully this will allow it to get us through a little bit of it without it buffering. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and go here. All right, and now let's see. Back over here to the Queen Op part.
About. You are. You really are. I never that's not what it's loud. Okay, all right, that's not. That's not what it's loud about. Okay. See, that's what I'm saying. That's not what it's loud about. No, you're trying to be smart. Right at the end. How am I talking? We're talking about the white man. See how the truth come out. About the white man. See how the truth come out. See how the truth come out. You just talking about flirting with other bitches. What are you talking about, bro? Sierra, that's not what this live about. Bro, you are such a weirdo, bro. And okay. You know that fuck, bro. You know what? How? I was cool until you tried to make it something flirting with a bunch of bitches. Sierra, I was cool. I was telling the fuck that you knew about it. How? When did I know what you flirting with several bitches? Be for real. Sierra, so I wasn't on the phone with you and I said it was one person I was trying to be smart with and then it was somebody completely else. What are you talking about? When did you tell me it was one person you was trying to be smart with? I was talking about the one we got into an argument about. Not the bitches that I used to be just fucking like, oh, you fucking bitches that not no random ass shit. You're saying it was another specific person. No, I was talking about you always were saying I was flirting with somebody when I wasn't. Do you know that's just how the fuck I am? So I was only serious about one bit. What do you mean? You just literally. Let's just stop, please. Let's just stop. It's not what this about. It's not what this about. See how you get. This is how I found out that she got pregnant, y'all. When she got mad. And all this how she mad. Bro, that's why you can't be, bro. You can't be, bro. These bitches be weird, bro. These bitches be weird. The whole time you went, bro. You know what? Bitches be weird. I'm weird, okay. You leave me the fuck alone. Anyway, so like I was saying about the I don't even know what I was saying. Long story short, it is what it is. This is why the kids be the A word. Look at all the trauma. Girl, autism don't come from no motherfucking getaways arguing, bitch. Autism come from wherever the fuck it come from. If that's the case, everybody motherfucking have autism. Fuck is you talking about? What are you saying the A word for, girl? Just say autism. Nobody can't be in my house hooting and hollering. Y'all funny. Girl, y'all keep talking somebody can't be in somebody's house like I'm just some random bitch who asked Danny to come live with her. Girl, I don't give a fuck if Danny asked to live with me or not. She still live with me as well. What the fuck are you talking about? The same shit she's doing for me, I've done for her. So stop trying to run with this narrative of, oh my God, you're living with her. But she's letting you live with her and she's lived with me. Ate food out of my house. What are we talking about? And rental cars that I paid for. What are we talking about? Was using electricity that I paid for. What are we talking about? Who is delusional? You are. You really. You're. How the fuck am I delusional? Why you just don't? Danny, stop playing with me right now. Don't call me no bitch because you want to. That's what I'm saying. This is why This is why I feel like I should left with the white man now because you literally sitting up there disrespecting me, calling me a bitch out my name. How? No, I did not. You being every time we doing this live, just like when I was recording the thing, just like listen, how? Bitch, you the one who said you served on the bitch, that's your job. Fuck are you talking about? Like I said, at the end of the day, she never mentioned flirting with no numerous amount of bitch. Like stop trying to play with a love like I'm some type of simp. Like you just had multiple bitches on me. Stop. She never said that before. You should love.
Okay. Now I can say that. Did you notice when Danny is just talking by herself? It seemed like she is more calm and just, more relaxed.
She can get her thoughts out. Yeah, she get her thoughts out without saying them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But then whenever she is over there trying to say whatever she got to say with Queen Op, Queen Op is, very aggressive,
Mm-hmm.
just aggressive about it all. And it almost feels like Queen Op feels entitled to be there, I guess, because she did the same thing with Danny, which is another reason why, as a lesbian, I prefer to have my own spot and the person have their own spot. Because then you don't have to worry about this type of shit right here. When you get to living with people, then people feel entitled or you owe them and they owe you and all this kind of stuff, which gets really, really murky and muddy. And hey to everybody coming in. Let me see. Okay, let's have a Kiki said, Lord protect the baby. Okay, thank you. We over here reviewing Queen Op and Danny. Queen Op cheated on Danny with one of her baby daddies, and now she pregnant again. Queen Op was wanting to get an abortion, but there was this white man with an organization that was trying to help her not get an abortion. So we just talking about the lesbian drama that's going on with them too. Pizarro is up in the chat. She told the people to come over here with us. What's good,
Oh,
Rico?
okay. Hey, Pooh. Hey, P. Hey,
Yeah.
Kiki.
But
And Rico.
to hear her talking about how much money that she brought to the table when she was supporting her and Danny, it really is the best piggyback of that discussion that they was having at Pizarro's about being a full-time content creator or a social media personality. But again, it goes to money management on if you can have the longevity to sustain with that, because who would have thought that Queen Op would be in this type of situation at this particular point? And then it make
Right.
me wonder if her and Danny getting in trouble because of how they did Shell is what set her back, like with all that legal fees and court fees and stuff,
Yeah, I think that was something because right before that, her apartment had got, maybe right around that time when they was gone, they had robbed her apartment. And she lost all her stuff too then. So I think she has been playing catch up ever since the situation happened with her and Michelle.
Okay.
And I also
And
believe that Shell Check brought some money into the house too.
that too, they was using Shell Check only to be denying her
Mm-hmm.
food out the refrigerator and stuff.
Right.
And what's good, Indian Wildland member? Hey to everybody coming in. So let's have a Kiki said that she been following it and she glad that we covering it. Bloopity. So they have, I don't think they on YouTube. They first started off on Bigo, but to be honest, they have been banned off so many different platforms. Where do you typically catch up with they stuff, Demon Soul? Do you find
Well, they
their
had a lot of
their stuff here?
reposters on YouTube. They have a lot of
Yeah.
reposters.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Okay, so D Miss So follows it like I do, where they are not on YouTube per se. They are on other platforms, but then you got YouTubers that go to these other platforms and screen record the arguments, the
Mm-hmm.
screen record the shows, and then those people bring it back over to YouTube and upload it to YouTube. Okay, so Black Mamba said Instagram and YouTube. Okay, thank you, Black Mamba. So
Right.
those
I could
people
tell it was
go and get it
Instagram
and
and
then
one
put
thing
it
because
here.
Vic had uploaded them and replayed one of their lives too.
Okay, from Instagram. And
Mm-hmm.
then did you hear her trying to snap on the person up in the comment about autism, talk about why you gonna say the A word? Just say
Yeah.
the A word. Autism doesn't come from ghetto fights, it just come from wherever it comes from. So you mean to tell me how you ain't researched what about autism and the type of
Hell
autism your child
no.
got?
That little girl probably didn't get her proper therapy. All that time Queen Op spent on this darn platform, I guarantee you she probably not even getting her proper supports and keeping her appointments regularly.
Mm-hmm. Probably not getting her the proper therapy, the speech therapy for the advanced, and you can see that we done heard the sound clips from both of these situations, and the little girl ain't said nothing yet. But I mean, she is still 2.5. So I mean, she shouldn't really be talking. Well, no, because normally by about 2 the kids start talking, huh?
Oh yeah, they be talking, and plus she doesn't respond to her own name. That's one of the reasons, or one of the things that Queen Op found out that made her go take her and inquire like something must be wrong because she would never respond to her name being called.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, she don't respond to her name. And what's good, Kenny Lattimore member? Hey to everybody, please like the video on your way in. Hey Rico, she don't respond to her own name, and then they also said that the little girl gets joy of just spinning around in circles. Like she don't
Mm-hmm.
have an interest in doing nothing else, but she'll spin around in circles over and over again. And it makes me curious about that. Like I wonder if they have the capacity to get dizzy because on YouTube, I have seen this one teenage YouTuber. He's a white boy. He got to be about 12 or 13. I can't think of his name. But I came across his channel because his mom, he is raised by two lesbian women. And this boy just spin and spin and spin, but it don't seem like he ever get dizzy.
Mm. I
Yeah.
don't know if it's something that's just, yeah, that is interesting because one you could pass out doing that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jessica Sound said they could teach her sign language so she could communicate. But
Queen
Jessica,
out lazy.
they lazy, they not paying attention. They on social media trying to money grab for extra money. Danny is the only person that work. There is that too. That's why Queen Op is homeless because Queen Op is on social media trying to get a lick, while Danny is the only one leaving the house with a real job. Only for Queen Op to be so insecure, thinking that Danny is cheating on every woman that she work with at her job.
Because Queen sitting around without having a job herself and got time to think about those type of things and get all caught up in that. I ain't know her to even try to hold no job.
Hmm. I do feel like that when people don't have any type of work or any type of, any type of life accomplishments or achievements, then that does affect one's self esteem. I believe that. I believe that a lot of people could have a boost of self esteem and self and pride because they've accomplished or achieved something. But when you have the certain people that choose to go through life and never even try to accomplish anything at all, those are the ones that are the least happy because they don't even know that they can do something. You see what I'm
Hmm.
saying? It's like
Right.
one of those people that wander through life thinking that they could never, until they actually finally try and realize that they are capable of doing it. Yeah. Let me go. I'm gonna play some more of Queen Op, and then we might could switch over to Danny a little bit more. But okay.
Okay.
Up with the white man, I know. And I really felt like maybe she just want me to stay here to try to hold me back. But at the end of the day, what if this white man really was my blessing? What if this white man, that came, that I just even though he did pause. The white man did lie about a bunch of shit. He did. He's not a part of the organization. He did do a bunch of weird shit, including a personal life. Because everybody has flaws. That's how.
Sierra,
Everybody has
it's
flaws.
lawsuits on this nigga. What are you talking about?
But that don't mean he didn't have a beach house in Florida that he could have let me stay, me and Summer stay to get on my feet. And he still had personal donors that was donating
So
money.
why he not go? So why? What happened to the other women then? What happened to the other women? What happened to the bitch that was in the car? Are you crazy? What? That's what you do. You're impulsive. When you get upset, and it's cool because I love you. But when you get upset,
No, you don't.
yes I do.
No, you don't.
Yes I do.
You just bragged about him and Harry Hammer last night. You know you don't.
Huh? When?
When I joked about knotting shit up, when I nodded you, when I joked about, he was like, yeah, now he's trying to hit with a hammer.
Bro, come on. Let's be real. Let's be real. If we gonna be real, we gonna be real.
That's what you joked about.
What the hell you and what you throw shit about all the time? What you do?
I don't bring up the pregnancy. Why are you lying?
I'm not talking about the fucking pregnancy.
So what are you talking about?
You
What are you
always
talking
say
about?
your fucked up shit though. You always say your fucked up shit.
Yeah, but I don't never say nothing about almost killing you. I don't never say nothing about almost killing you. I don't ever say anything about almost unaliving you. No, I don't.
Nobody almost killed you. Are you
How?
crazy?
Hit me in the head with a hammer and I
Sierra,
started
so
bleeding.
why
What are you
you-
talking about?
And you hit me in the head with a phone, a lamp.
A phone and a lamp cannot kill you, Danielle.
Sierra,
What are
you
you
still
talking
hit me
about?
in the head. Also,
Now I have to pause it and say when I first heard this in real time, I had a slight PTSD moment about the lamp. I said,
No.
I be damn if another bitch is around here throwing lamps at hoes. Not
Is that
Queen
a
Op over
thing?
there throwing a lamp. I don't know. But I'm telling you, when I first heard this demon so, I could have fell over. What's good, Pickle Princess? Hey to everybody. I could have fell over when I heard Danny talk about that Queen Op had through a phone and a lamp. But anyway, I just had to pause it and say that real quick because I had got slightly triggered all over again. But but let me continue.
So
A phone and a lamp versus a hammer.
yeah,
and I never bragged about hitting you in the phone with the phone and the lamp. I never bragged about that.
About it. We was talking our shit. What do you mean? Right. Like, we always talk shit. Like, what are you talking about?
Right, but I brought up my using my hands. You brought up using weapons. It's a difference.
Sierra, at the end of the day, you talking about, see, that's because you so impulsive. You 40 years old and impulsive talking about leaving with a random white man.
First, you and what are you 40? At first, I'm not 40 yet. Well, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm not leaving with no white man.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Didn't I tell you that they was my age?
Right.
But one of them up in their 39th year. They like 39 and 40. Thank you, Q Robinson. Thank you so much for contributing to my goal. I greatly appreciate it. They in that one of them is either in their 39th. I think Danny is older. So Danny done already turned 40, clearly, based on what Queen Op said. And Queen Op is 39 now. Gotta be, because she said, I'm not 40 yet. So she is in her 39th year. But look at how she living over there. Girl, when I look at how these hoes live there, I be blessed about my life now.
Yeah, to make you definitely realize you blessed with what you got going on.
Because I really be sitting and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is really a whole situation. And again, looking at this makes you want to do bad by your damn self, because right now Danny could do bad all by her damn self, and now they about to bring in another mouth to feed. Let me continue.
You're in the Northeast because of me. You still in the fucking Northeast because of me. It don't matter. You lived in Westfield all your fucking life until you met me. It does not matter. I don't give a fuck. Why are you in the Northeast right now? Because of me. Because of me. So why you want been in the Northeast then? You was in bum ass West Philly. What are we talking about?
Sarah, you're screaming in you're literally screaming in somebody else's house.
Bitch, you used to live with me too. What are you talking about? Fucked up. You was fucked up. You was fucked up. And a shit. When I met this bitch, she was in her mom's back room. When she met me, I was in my own shit. What are we talking about?
Not even in your name.
It don't matter, bitch. It was still mine. It was still mine. It was still mine. It was still mine. You fan ass bitch. She started off as a fucking fan, sending me thousands of dollars, and she never did that. I would have never even knew this bitch existed. Let's clock that tea. Let's clock that tea. This bitch was in West Philly all her motherfucking 80 years of motherfucking living. What are we talking about? When you met me is when you fucking operated and moved to the fucking Northeast. What are we talking about?
My credit is still
so there. Why didn't you been moved to the Northeast? Because you ain't give a fuck about moving nowhere better. You was a hood booger from the fucking West Philly, and you was okay being there. You live with your mom. Stop playing with me. When I met you, let's talk about where we was when we met each other. Let's see who blew who like damn. When you met me, I had my motherfucking bag. My bag was up. I had my own crib, and I was moving and motherfucking shaking. When I met this bitch, she was living in her mother's back fucking room. Broke as shit. Sitting on the fucking stuff. It got to the point where I had to ask this bitch, what do you do all day?
But I was not.
What do you do all day? What are we talking about? So who motherfucking like down? Bitch, who like down?
Answer this question. If I was broke, how was I sending you thousands of dollars?
What do you mean?
If I was broke, how was I sending you thousands of dollars?
At the time we finally locked in, you want to send me $1,000 on whatever.
Why? I
already stopped
you. Why would I do that?
You didn't fuck me when we first started talking.
Sierra, why would
I already fucked you, girl? And I was still fucking niggas on you. What are we talking about? What are we talking about, girl? You ain't special.
That's fine.
And I was still fucking niggas on you. That right there. See, this is what the B in LGBTQIA. This is the reason why bisexuals get a bad rep and why lesbians don't want to deal with them. Don't want to deal with them. Because now she's saying that she was still fucking men on her. But meanwhile, you up in my house, I'm paying the bills. I'm putting food in the refrigerator. I'm helping you take care of your autistic 2-year-old. And you pregnant with another child that you went out and got pregnant with a man, got pregnant on me. I'm doing all of this. But y'all can't tell Danny Happy Father's Day.
Right.
She can't get a Happy Father's Day. She can't wake up one morning and say I'm a grown ass man. All this shit that I'm doing around this motherfucker, and ain't none of these kids mine. Oh, okay. And you know something, Demon? So I have to sometimes stop myself to not be biased because I try to listen to it all the way through. But like this right here, I ain't been there. I ain't been in this particular circumstance. But I've been in a situation where you helping somebody else with their messes that they made before they ever met you. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Because the baggage that they bringing in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's good, sunshine? Yes, the baggage that they bring in. And then people like when you feel like unappreciated, because that's what I feel like. I feel like Danny is somewhat feeling unappreciated and Queen Op is feeling entitled. She talking about she used to have the bag. But how long ago was it that you had the bag? And again, if you don't have the bag now, then when you gonna go get a job? And then my thought is, what are y'all gonna do when she do go into labor for this baby, to have this baby? I doubt they have any type of medical insurance. I mean, how are they about to pay for these doctor's visits, the hospital
Oh,
stay?
I'm sure she on the state insurance.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
when you get pregnant, that qualifies you for that automatically. So she probably on state Medicaid and for them babies, and then the kids can be on until they 21.
Now for you, based on your background with this, would you have been making a phone call to get this little baby removed from the home?
Heck yeah, and then we be right there ready to snatch that new baby right when she spit it out at the hospital too.
Okay. What's good? I am enough. Thank you for being here. And
Hi, I'm
Sonny
enough.
said, yeah, Sonny is saying that there's trifling. And Sunshine said that could become very expensive. Yeah, it's a whole shit show. And I'm just like, now, them two right there is really the train wreck that you just can't look away from. All you could do is just keep watching and keep seeing what's going to happen next. And again, I'm
Hmm.
not sure what the outcome is with the white man because I caught up on all of this weekend. So I don't know what done happened within the last couple of days. Oh,
It
and
it
huh?
changes day by day with them.
Right. Yeah. Oh, Rico. Yeah, this is a social media couple where the film, the quote unquote film, is the social media star, and then her girlfriend Danny is the one that's kind of taking up all the slack. But Jasmine TV said, which I ain't even think about that part, but Jasmine TV right about that. She said she had the bag because of Shell. That right there, that part right there.
Right.
Because
Hmm.
now that Shell done got removed and Shell is no longer in the household with them, then she probably couldn't make a new bag even if she wanted to.
Now it's too hot now. They done got out, and the people done turned against them. It wasn't entertaining no more.
Right. Let's have a Kiki said, isn't Op trying to abort the baby? Well, yeah, she was talking about an abortion, but at the same time, she keep talking about going with this white man. And Demon Soul said that the white man is against abortion. And then even the fact that she want to move all the way to Florida to stay in a beach house with the little girl Summer so that the white man could take care of her so that she could get on her feet. All you doing is running from one depending on one person to the next person.
And
Cause
that's a
right,
trap. Them people want that baby. They don't give a shit about no darn Queen Op. They want that baby. It's gonna be some kind of little adoption thing as a tie to that. Cause ain't nobody just take care of nobody, especially the way Queen Op carry on for free without expecting something in return.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Sunshine said, I'm cringing. Hold on, let's see. I'm cringing being that the child is around all that toxic behavior. Yeah, this entire time. And this is what they do on the regular. This is only the stuff that is being caught whenever they be live. But outside of when they be live, whether it's on Instagram or whatever social media that they be on, they do all of this yelling and stuff even outside of the baby. But let me go ahead and let me continue here again. Let's see.
Fine. I was still fucking annoyed.
But that's fine. That's fine. But I know, mama. I know.
Girl, you yelling her ear all the fucking time. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. She been a hating ass bitch. You know what the thing is with Queen Out, right? My audience is based on a love-hate relationship with me. They love watching me because I'm funny and I'm entertaining, but they really secretly hate me. That's this bitch. She started off as a fan who, who wanted to fuck me, thought I was pretty, but secretly don't like me. And that shit been popped. She been on other apps called Bigo on a whole panel bashing me. And what my dumb ass do? Forget it, bitch. Even on Michelle, like, bro, it's the fucking lie right here of her talking shit about you. My dumb ass going through pregnancy, got pregnant with Summer, gave the bitch a chance. Gave the bitch a chance. What do you mean? You brought my life down.
Sierra, you okay.
What are you talking about?
Okay.
Then you can tell me I can't get nothing in my name. Okay, yeah, I can't because I fucked up my motherfucking shit. But at the end of the day, bitch, I did have shit in my motherfucking name. It don't matter if I had it in my name or not, bitch, it was still mine. I still paid the motherfucking moving fee. I still paid for every motherfucking money. And me and the person had an agreement where I gave her fucking 5 rents to get a place for me. Bitch, it's my place. Fuck what you talking about? It's my place. You lost everything because of her. She did bring your life down. You did. She did, though, but you allowed her to. No shade. I don't like it when people try to make it seem, and she always do this, try to make it sound like, oh, I just did this on the third. Like, girl, you admitted that I upgrade. You admitted that you never fuck with a bitch like me.
No, yeah.
And that I literally upgraded you, though. You said locked up. Did I tell you to fucking put your hands on Michelle? Yes or no? So why? So are you locked up? Was you locked up because of me or because of you?
Well, you the one who decided to go to fuck on live and show the bitch.
But that's not taking accountability. Did I make you hit Michelle? Yes or no? No, I did not. So how were you locked up because of me? How?
I'm just saying, that ain't never been my.
When you live with me, did I ever turn the fucking Wi-Fi off for you when you live with me? Knowing you got a daughter that's watching TV? Did I ever?
The Wi-Fi was on.
Girl, so why you also let the fucking electricity get to a 10-day shop notice? I had to pay $1,000. What are you talking about? Okay, you paid the fucking cheap ass Wi-Fi bill. What about all the shit I had to cover? What about that?
What are you talking about?
When you fucked up the electricity.
What, 2 years ago?
Bro, why you keep saying 2 years ago? When we lived over on 15th Street, you stayed with me for 1.5 years. I've been here for 1.5 years. What the fuck is the difference? We both lived with each other for 1.5 years. Why are you gloating? Why are you gloating in yourself? I'm confused. If you never met me, you would be still in West Philly in your mother's house. What are we talking about? How I met you at?
I've had my place. I had my own place.
In West Philadelphia. Will Smith. West Philadelphia. It don't matter. In the hood. I could have got something in the hood too if I wanted to, but I wanted to be in the county side.
So why you ain't get this place in the hood where we was at in your name then?
That's not the hood.
No, I'm talking about the other place.
That's not considered the hood. No, it's not.
Where we was at.
And it's not. It's considered Cheltenham, which is kind of Montgomery County, kind of the hood. No, bitch, West Philly is the hood. You okay? West Philly is the hood. Like what? Just a hating ass bitch. And now I really feel like you was jealous of fucking me and Nathan doing our shit.
So what? The nigga only gave you $50 here.
It don't matter. At least he gave me something.
Sierra, you have
the fuck. At least he gave me something. Y'all really don't like each other. No, she don't like me.
No,
she don't like me. I always tell her I feel like you secretly hate me. Cause bitch, you do. The shit you said when you mad, give hating ass bitch. Bro, you put the bitch. You tried to blame me first. Yes, you was. I mentioned one bitch, and because you know your family on the live or your friends on the live or your stunt, you want to say, oh yeah, I had it. That wasn't the same bitch. That's not trying to play somebody by saying like, yeah, that wasn't the same bitch. Like, yeah, you that's another bitch. That's a whole nother bitch.
Sierra, we wasn't.
What fucking same person?
Well, we was gonna fuck.
So it was multiple bitches. Now we don't feel bad about fucking Juju and getting pregnant. So y'all hear her saying, for those of y'all calling me a bad person for cheating on her and getting pregnant, y'all hear her saying it was multiple bitches. Multiple bitches.
Something doesn't matter.
No, something doesn't matter with you.
We was on the phone. Listen to me. Stop yelling. We was on.
I don't even want to talk about it no more. You trying to make it seem like he was fucking with different bitches.
No, I'm talking about what we was talking about. You said this is the same conversation when you said.
What did I say to you? I said Danny was fucking with a bitch at her job.
But that wasn't the person. Oh my God.
What wasn't the person? What are you talking? What wasn't the person?
We was talking about somebody that was coming through in the motherfucking when I was searching them. That's what we was talking about. We wasn't talking about her.
But why the fuck is even multiple bitches? Why is it multiple bitches? At least I
Because you
fucked one
fucking-
dick.
I was
At
fucking-
least I fucked. At least it was only one dick. Why is it multiple bitches?
I never fucked nobody, Sierra.
You said you did. You said you ate the bitch pussy in my bed, and she nutted in your mouth. That's what
And
you
what
said.
did you say? But before that, what did you say?
I said I fucked my baby father and got pregnant, but I never fucked him. Then I just lied to you.
I
Said
don't
it
know.
to get
I
under
don't
your
know.
skin.
Now you just came out and said that you did it multiple times, but this is how I found out that you got pregnant. When you get mad, you come out and you start telling the truth.
Okay.
You do. This is how I found out that you got pregnant. You didn't come in and say, Danny, I want to sit you down to tell you something. No. We got into an argument and you said, bitch, that's what
Y'all need to separate. Y'all. This is why I really was about to take my daughter
and go with a strange man and drive a bunch of hours that is probably you just got out of a fucking mental institution a month ago. Everything that
I fucking hate this bitch, bro. I fucking hate this bitch. Seriously.
You don't hate nobody.
Yes, the fuck I do. I fucking hate
you.
you.
You was sitting there crying.
Because you're fucking weird, and I really feel like you fucked the thing up with me and Nathan on fucking purpose. Because you was jealous of my. No, you're a psychopath. You're a fucking psychopath.
You will really put your daughter in danger.
To not have the devil get put the fuck up by you.
When did I put you out
fucking
again?
bullshit.
I didn't.
You could, and I could have put you the fuck out a million times too.
Sierra, and I'm still not putting you out. What are you talking about?
Right now, you're not.
Sierra, you don't. This shit.
But let me do something you don't like. You're gonna turn the Wi-Fi off on me. You're gonna turn the Wi-Fi off on me.
I would have been if I would.
You're gonna turn the Wi-Fi off on Summer like you did before.
I could do it right now, but have I done it?
What do you mean? You can do it right now. But I'm surprised you didn't.
I don't like none of this shit. I don't like none of it.
How?
I can turn the Wi-Fi off. I'm gonna tell you get the fuck out, but I'm not.
This bitch wouldn't even be here without me. Yo. That's the crazy thing. Listen how she's talking to me. Oh, I can take the fuck out. I can take the fuck out. But you wouldn't be here without me. It's the thing. You would be in West Philly. You would be in West Philly.
Venus, so do you wonder what that little baby is trying to tell them?
Right. She trying to say something.
Girl, she put her 2 cents in, but they too busy consumed with what they talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, and I don't know. The whole mess with them is just insane. And even with them arguing with this, I keep hearing her mention the name of different men. Nathan. Who is Nathan?
That's the white man.
Oh, the white man is Nathan. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Somebody in the chat said he gonna be on Tasha K. Lord Jesus. This story.
Tasha K. Hold on, let me scroll up. I was missing some of the comments. What's good, Yvonne, a member? Hey to everybody. Sorry, y'all. What's good, Lurker? Hey to everybody. So I had to scroll up to see what all the comments that I missed. Okay, so let's see. The white girl. Okay, so Miss Claudia said, girl, the white man has an interview set up with Tasha K. I think Friday, and Queen is pissed at the white man now because they done fell out. And she cussed Tokyo Tony out when she offered to give the baby to her. She trying to give her baby to Tokyo Tony?
Yes. Tokyo heard her story and was trying to defend, but now they done fell out again already. And Tokyo was on somebody else's Bigo channel talking about Queen Eye.
Mm-hmm.
Her and the white man done teamed up. Tokyo Tony.
And she doing all of this while pregnant. Like, I just don't understand how people, well, I ain't never been pregnant, but I just assume that you want to be more careful when you're pregnant.
Right.
Like, you're supposed to be more careful, but this is just something that they do on the day-to-day. And to me, I feel like they secretly resent each other.
Oh yeah.
Both of them.
There's a lot of it's a built up hostility with them.
I do wonder though if this situation would have worked out differently with them. Honestly, I'm shocked that they was even able to survive after they got locked up. Because in my opinion, if I would have been caught up in the situation where I got locked up behind that whole shell shit in relation to her, we couldn't have came back from that. We couldn't have came back from that at all. I would have had to go my separate way and you go your separate way. Whether you pregnant and homeless or whether you with a baby and homeless, that would no longer be my responsibility. But even in this circumstance, Danny is still trying to bend over backwards and make it her responsibility, even when it's not. So Yvonne said this is an accident waiting to happen. What's good, Leslie Granville member? What's good to everybody? Let's see. I'm looking here. So Jasmine said, you definitely shouldn't be doing. Oh, let me see. You definitely shouldn't be doing all this hooting and hollering while pregnant. Right, girl. And let me
Mm-hmm.
see what Lurker said. Lurker said, and hey, Lurker member. So Lurker said, been a sub long enough. Time for me to join the members. Oh, Lurker, I didn't even realize that you joined the membership. Thank you. Thank you for being my member, Lurker. You know something? I noticed that little circle pop up by your name, and I was like, that circle wasn't by Lurker before. Thank you, Lurker. I appreciate you. Larker is one of my supporters. I don't know if I want to call her Black Sector. I think she consider herself Black Sector, but she one of my supporters from over there. And she really do. She makes sure she catch my replays and everything. She say hello. And when I used to do
Oh,
my spades game, she used to come over here and play spades from time to time. But yeah, thank you, Lark. I appreciate it. So I'm looking here, and Jessica's Town said I wouldn't give my dog to Tokyo Tony. She's
hell no.
absolutely insane. Oh wow. Okay. So let me see. What Demon Soul, how much time did you have? We ain't even discuss any of that. Let
Oh
me
no,
know.
I'm
Because
I'm
you my
fine.
guest right here. Okay.
Oh no, I'm good.
Okay. So do you want to hear more of Queen Op, or do you want to go back to Danny's dialogue over there?
I want to hear what more about Danny got to say because I'm surprised she talking with so much clarity.
Okay, okay. Well, we can go back to her dialogue. Thank you so much for gifting the membership, Yvonne. I appreciate it. Let me highlight that. Okay. So let me get back over here to Danny's dialogue then. And let's go ahead and get Danny's 101.
She ever ate me. So anyway, um, so we get into an argument. She come out and she tell me like just because she's such a coward. She come out. That's the way I found out by argument. I say something to you, you want to get back at me with a dig, like we digging at each other. Well, that's why you mean you so stupid. And I even after she said that, like I said, the next day I went out because she said a lot of fucked up shit. So in the back of my mind, I'm still trying to figure out is it true or is she just saying this? Like I'm kind of confused. Went out, cashed out on mama, bought a bunch of groceries, did everything that needed to be done. I think the same night, if not the day later, we wind up having a conversation and she looked at me in my eye and she said, you know what? And no, actually, you know what? We got to another argument. And she said, you know what? I owe you the truth. Yes, this is what I did. And when I tell y'all that shit broke me, I'm like, what? What? Mind you, y'all, I'm still very much in love with this woman. This is before any this is what in March. I'm still very much in love with this woman. I'm like, what? You did what? So you wasn't just talking shit because a lot of times you do just talk shit to make me mad. So this is real? And I had to step back. Once she said I had to step back and look at her. I'm like, oh shit, you really are pregnant. I had to look at her. I had to really look, like really look. Like you know how you see somebody but you don't see them. I had to really look at her. I'm like, oh shit, you really so you are pregnant. And I just remember just feeling broken at the time. And I still never told her to get out. I took a breather. I left. She said, well, I think it's best that we leave or whatever. And I wasn't going to stop her from leaving. I wasn't going to stop her from leaving or anything like that. But we kind of came to the conclusion that it was best for Summer's comfortability because over there, Summer's not comfortable. So I just was like, what the fuck, like, and I'm trying to process this shit. You know what I mean? I was just, and she was just saying like, I still love you. I want to be with you. Like this don't mean nothing. Like we could get past this. And I'm looking like, get past this. You know how my mind think. I'm thinking about this nigga fucking you. I'm thinking about all kind of shit. Like, what do you mean we can work past it? Like how? Like, what are you talking about? You're pregnant, and she went from saying like, she was gonna get rid of the baby because of how he came about and this and the other. And once she didn't go through it the first time, I knew that, she didn't want to do this. And I never tried to convince her to get an abortion. She always was like, well, let's just do this together. And because I loved her, it was a few times that I said, okay, well, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Because, God don't make mistakes. Y'all can say what y'all want about me and the posts that I make or whatever, but I understood that if she wasn't supposed to be pregnant, she wouldn't have been pregnant. So I said, okay, well, we can figure it out. But I will always go back and forth because I'm like, damn, bringing another baby into this chaos. We already dealing with Summer and it's chaotic with Mama and the situation with him. And it's just, even he even had said, he apologized to me, to her. Like, it was like he, Juju had text Sierra and was like, basically, I apologize to the both of y'all because this is a fucked up situation. Like, we never meant for this to happen, and I'm just like, well, he didn't owe me an apology. He didn't owe me shit. You know what I mean? He could be like, that's my baby. I can fuck on her when I want to, type shit. So I kind of felt like, okay, well, that was mature of him to say, he apologized. Y'all can say, okay. First of all,
So I'm pausing it right there. Even the fact that she have to have the exchange with her baby daddies, that's another part of the territory that most people don't
Right.
realize. When they have all these kids, you still have to be somewhat cordial with whoever knocked them up before before you came around, if that person is even around. At least in this particular circumstance with the Juju person, he is actually still around. But in many cases, a lot of these men will get the girl pregnant, done left and did whatever, and then now she want to be a lesbian 4 years down the line or claim to be one. Then you in a fucked up situation like this. And what's good to everybody coming in? Hey to Room Shaker. Hey to ODS. Hey to everybody. Miss Claudia said that's deep. And she said the other day that the baby dad is trying to force her to have the abortion as well. Well, honestly, it's crazy how you evolve as you mature, because I would say probably throughout my teen years and a good part of my 20s, I was against abortion. And then I would say maybe in my mid 20s, I became pro choice. And I think it was more so just because I took the time to think about all of the different scenarios on why people might need to go that route. And especially when I saw big government stepping in trying to put their nose where it don't belong and trying to actually ban people from being able to make the proper decision for them as individuals. And then I really got sick of seeing people being forced to have these babies because they get shunned about the thought of abortion, but then they get shunned because they can't afford these babies at the same time. And so that's what made me become like a pro choice type person. In this situation, though, I probably would tell them that they should have went and got did the abortion. What about you, Demon Soul?
Yeah, in certain circumstances, I'm like, okay, you very grown, you're a grown woman. This ain't college, and you made a mistake or whatever. You're gonna have the baby, but do like you saying, this is not no environment for no child. You see what's going on with the one in the background and neglect. So you already got those needs to not being met. So to have a whole nother child is only gonna intensify the drama and invite trouble into the home. I guarantee you CPS gonna be involved with Summer and this new baby uh soon enough, because that's what you get when you put this stuff in front of people in the world. So it's just like you inviting trouble, because you've been accused of maltreatment wasn't your daughter, but maltreatment to somebody already that got kind of special needs or some kind of disability. So now you got your daughter who actually has those things, and Queen's patience is low, and and she's homeless by definition. So yeah, I think they would have been smarter to have the abortion.
Yeah, and even too, back to how I titled this, the price of virality, because in the attempt to go viral or an attempt to make money, the whole time I was listening to this is why, or especially when they had that argument, why are y'all having this argument with the camera on?
Oh
Like,
yes,
wouldn't that have been a conversation that they needed to have off of a live stream?
you would think.
But it seemed like they have become so dependent, or specifically Queen Op enjoys the attention and the money that she can make from it, to where these types of conversations, she is quick to run and press her live button to have these types of arguments and discussions to amuse her audience, versus actually treating it like a serious discussion and not content. Because pretty much everything that they talk about over there is content.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you look over here with this area of YouTube, with the beef sector and then the other sectors that surround, people are quick to say that people don't know how to separate YouTube. Now, this couple right here don't know how to separate a thing, because you would think that they would have some conversations privately, so that way people don't have to speculate and pry, and that way we not listening to them yell and cuss each other out, call each other bitches, talking about throwing lamps and phones at each other and hitting each other in the head with a damn hammer, bleeding from your head and all this kind of stuff. All where that baby is yelling and trying to communicate in the background. And hey,
Mm-hmm.
Sassy Francis, I feel like if they keep with this type of content, just trying to make a coin, they gonna wind themselves up in another situation like what they wound up when them people called for Shell. Cause
Right.
it was their viewers that called to get them locked up behind what
Yes.
they was doing with Shell.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't Shell family. It wasn't nobody. Yeah, it was the actual viewers, the same one as watching this train wreck.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But then they'll wonder, they'll think that somebody did them wrong as soon as the people come knocking and take that baby.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's good, Triggs, moderator member? I ain't even see Triggs come up in here. My bad, Triggs. I almost feel like a DJ up here between trying to go through these different video clips and coming over here to the stream yard talking to Demon Soul. So my bad. But he had came in. So I'm gonna play a little bit more of Danny, what she had to say, and then I guess we could bring it to a close, because this is just part one of what Danny had to say, and I do have a part two part, but I'm not gonna make this too long. Just because at the end of the day, we still won't have a conclusion, because we still don't even know if she's gonna deal with the white man. And to be honest, Miss Claudia is the one that's been given the most recent updates as far as this whole Tasha K mess, because I didn't know about that, nor did I know about Tokyo Tony getting involved, or that the white man, that she fell out with Tokyo Tony. What's good, Patricia Alexander? Oh, and actually, I almost forgot. Let me see. Let me go over here. I almost forgot. I did get more memberships to gift. So let me actually switch over to my other account so that I could gift y'all a membership. Especially since y'all up in here watching non-beef sector content and y'all are actually enjoying non-beef sector conversation. Why not give them some membership? So why don't I?
Right.
Let me see. Has my So it looked like I haven't got my membership gifting yet. Let me see. When is that gonna be? Okay, y'all. I was gonna try to give y'all some memberships, but my memberships ain't recalculated for this month yet, which is crazy. I wonder if they actually roll it to the day. Because maybe last month to the day I gave the memberships, like let's say on the 15th. And because right now we at May 7th, my memberships haven't come back over yet. And hey to Miss Queenie, hey to everybody. But yeah, y'all, I thought I was gonna be able to give y'all a membership gift, but it don't look like it loaded up yet on the YouTube side. Because YouTube typically supply us with stuff for promotional reasons to give to y'all. So just hang tight. I'm gonna be able to give some once my new ones load up. But okay, let me go ahead. We going back to Danny?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
The vape is right here. I'm blowing it this way, and even if it is around a baby toys, like what are you talking about? Y'all are weird. Did he apologize to you? Yeah, he apologized. Yeah. She said yeah, she had that. But wait, what? She said but money and gave it to you. She she said she had the abortion money and gave it all to me. She's a liar. She she's a liar. She gave it all to me. No, that's a lie. It was things that needed to be. Let me explain something, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like you. This girl is saying shit, not knowing that I have. Like, what are you talking about? I'm the one that's with you. I know you. Like, what are you talking about? Let me explain something. She's staying here. Um, while we was together, yes, I fronted a lot of things, and she's talking about, oh, I gave you money. Recently, it's been like, uh, I'm not even gonna get into that, but let's just say, yeah, I'm handling shit. Right. So she gave me, yeah. She had money, and she had the money, and he gave her, from, I'm guessing, like his taxes or whatever. And yeah, shit came up, like shit came up. Like, bro, life ain't free. Shit came up. That's just what it is. Did you used to be cashing out on her during the Miko days? Yeah, I can't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She could got broken. What really big broken? But wait a minute. I was cashing out on you heavy as shit when I was in West Philly. And listen, I was comfortable in West Philly. Let's be clear. I was cool. I don't look down on nobody. I was clear. I was comfortable in West Philly, wherever I was at, whether it was my mom's house because I was taking care of my mom because she wasn't feeling well or not doing well at the time, or whether I had my own crib and my name again. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I was cool, good, gooch. But the reality is, this crib here, my name, my pay stubs, my connects got me here in Northeast. So it don't really matter. I'd have been cool wherever. Like, it don't matter. And credit's still good. That's the thing. Credit's still booming. That's the thing. Like you can't talk shit about somebody. It just don't make no sense. You can't talk shit about somebody. You just can't. Like credit still on yeah. Denny, you take perks? No, I don't take perks no more. I've been off perks for years.
Well, there go the drug allegation right there.
Right.
There go the drug allegation. Who was that? I think it was Sonny that was saying about the drugs that
Hmm.
that Danny did. So perks. Well, at least she said that she cleaned off the perks now. But okay, let's see.
Hey, wake that up. But anyway, so yeah, so I found out that she got pregnant. Okay, boom. Fast, I still, she was still here. Everything was Gucci. We were still, was just trying to figure out the situation. The last fight that we got into was very, very bad, very, very bad. To where though we both came to the conclusion, like, look, we got to shut this shit down. We got to shut this shit down. It's just too much. We got to shut this shit down. And I mean, like, seriously, shut this shit down. Me and you relationship done for the sake of Summer and her other children. Mind you, I'm always being an advocate for her to be, just active in her other children's lives. I've always been an advocate for that for her, with her, always. So we shut it down. And I said to her, okay, that's when it came to like me moving into the next room. It wasn't an option for her to stay at her baby father house no more. It wasn't an option, not no more. You know what I mean? Which is sick because my whole thing is, nigga, this girl got your children. You're not even saying, you know what, I'm gonna do what the fuck I gotta do. I'm gonna get y'all a crib. Like, fuck is you talking about? You ain't even saying that. Nigga, you talking about when when she came back, and her and my downstairs neighbor got into it. He talking about, yo, chill out. You ain't even been here for 5 minutes. Like, and you can't come back with me. Mind you, this is your baby. This is the father of your children. The one you are pregnant with now. Talking about we both ain't got shit. Nigga, do something about it. You're a man. How the fuck is a female moving and shaking, a stud moving and shaking and making shit happen? You're a man and you living with your mom and 5,000 other motherfuckers. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. Get off your ass and listen. Sierra has done way more for him than she's ever done for me. Ever done for me. They've known each other for a long ass time, financially anyway. I could count on literally one hand, maybe one and a half hand, what he's done for Summer. Summer is going on 3 years old. I take care of Summer. Exactly. He owe her more than I would ever would. Ever. Then the nigga had the nerve to say on the video, well, what you gonna do? Take another baby back there? She already put you out. Why aren't you coming with a solution, sir? Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Why aren't you coming with a solution? Even when this white man said, when she talks to him and said, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to Florida, this and blah blah blah. This motherfucker see, I went harder. I went harder than that motherfucker did. I would have showed up because he has parental rights. He has parental rights. He signed the birth certificate. I would have been like, girl, if you think you gonna take my motherfucking daughter across state lines, I will take your motherfucking ass to court. The nigga ain't say that shit. The nigga ain't say that shit. I'm like, bro, if she really came in here and decided to take Summer and go, it's not really nothing that I could really do. It's nothing that I could do. But him, he like, so man, please. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy, bro. But anyway, so let's fast forward to her meeting this white man. So she came and she told me, mind you, I had at this point, I had moved out the main bedroom into the second bedroom, so her and Summer can be comfortable. Um, and she come telling me like, yo, it's this man, da, 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 da. And I'm like, okay, I was kind of like, I'm like, okay, cool. Um, she was like, yeah, he coming from Indiana and drove 9 hours. I'm like, huh? In the back of my head, I'm like, okay, that's a little weird. Like, did you talk to him? She like, no, I didn't talk to him. It was just through like DMs. So I'm like, wait, what? Okay, cool. He's like, oh, this is what he do. He's a pro lifer. Okay, boom. Okay, all right, cool. The first night, I guess he gets here. She's like, oh, he'll be here at 5:30. So I'm like, okay, cool. So she go and she meets, she had things to do earlier that day. She come back, get dressed, and go out to meet him. We not giving him our address. So she meets him, somewhere that's, like 10 minutes away. They go to dinner. So I gave her my pepper spray. I said, turn your location on and everything. Like do all of that. You know what I mean? To make sure you safe. I got mama. Mind you, mama is with me. Summer was actually with me the whole day, which is not an issue. I'm just saying, like, she was with me. So she didn't go with her at no restaurant or like that. So she gets to the restaurant, there's none other, and she gets a point in time where she texts me and she says, you won't believe this. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, what's wrong? What happened? She like, it's all good news. I'm like, well, thank God, right? She's like, I'll explain everything to you when I get to the house. Now, I'm sorry, I'm kind of jumping a little bit before that because she called me at one point when she was in Giant. So she's in Giant, and he said, oh, he's going to buy us some groceries. I said, oh, okay, whatever. Mind you, we got a freezer full of food. A freezer and picture full of food. We had literally a freezer full of food. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, the more the better. So, she's asking me like, we had so much stuff that she didn't even know what to get. So she's like, well, what do we need? And I'm like, well, just grab, a little like, little stuff for like mama, like little snacks and stuff for mama. Or whatever. So she's like, well, I'm gonna grab some bacon. And I said, oh yeah, and some eggs. So she grabbed some bacon, some eggs. Mind you, I'm on the phone with her. So she said, well, all I'm gonna do is grab up some bacon and that's it. He said, okay. Mind you, they came up to $48. I'm confused. I'm like, well, most people they're like, trying to fill your shit up. Like, why are you like, it didn't make sense to me. Okay, boom, they go to the restaurant. Then there's some other lady there. Like, they all look crazy as shit. All of them, both of them, they both look crazy. Looking like they want to take her baby. Oh my God, she's pregnant. Oh my God, let's take her baby. Like that's what it looked like to me. I ain't gonna hold you, but I kept my opinion to myself for a minute. They come and they go. Y'all seen the video. So boom, she come home. And she unload everything on me. So I'm like, who is this person? She kept saying, go to Instagram. I said, well, what's his name? Let me Google him. I don't care about his Instagram. His Instagram, he can put anything on his Instagram. Let me Google the man. Why you seem like I'm just like, all I want to do is just Google him. That's it. Like, just make sure he legit. Okay, I see his Instagram. I see he only had like 2,500 followers, but you got so much pull to get a house and a car and this and that. But at the time, he only had 2,500 followers, y'all. That was what he had at the time. So it wasn't adding up to me. So I said, well, let me just Google him. I'm not trying to be a hater. Let me just Google him and just see what he got going on. Bro, once I started researching, I started finding all kind of stuff. Kept it back. I didn't say nothing, because I'm like, I ain't going. She like, I'm like, you sound like a hater. All right, I ain't gonna say nothing then. I'm gonna let you go ahead. Then the same night that he took her out to dinner, he promised her a cell phone. He said, well, he like something about a phone. Like, you don't have a working phone? She was like, no. He said, okay, well, we gonna get you a phone tomorrow. All right, boom. Next day come around. He ghosted her. Mind you, the next day he ghosted her for hours. When he finally hit her up, he said, oh, I was arguing with Mike. Like, mind you, he's going through a divorce. Not only is he going through a divorce, he was just in a mental institution, inpatient for a month, last month. Like, sir, you get out of the mental institution and this is the first thing you do. It makes no sense. It just makes no sense. Okay, boom. So he told her, I'm gonna get you a phone. We're gonna fix it tomorrow. Okay, so the next day rolls around. He ghosted her. He ghosted her for hours. Oh, I was arguing with my ex-wife. Told Sierra, oh, I have manic episodes. I'm bipolar. I take medication. And sir, you got all these issues, but you trying to help me? And why is it just you? If you have an organization, it should not be just you, especially a man. Usually, because this is such a sensitive topic, you have a woman deal with it, especially a woman that has been in her shoes before. Why isn't it's no females, even when this went viral, it's no women that came forth and said, this man helped me? But you know what came forth? You know who came forth? You know what happened? What we found out was there were lawsuits against these people. Yeah, I mean, these people are weird. Cartel and all kind of stuff. All of this kind of stuff started coming out. Yeah, I mean, so it's giving like sex trafficking, or I don't even know what the issue is. I don't even know what they getting into. So they go to he finally hit her up and said, oh yeah, I was arguing with my wife. And she goes and she meets up with him. Mind you, same situation. Mace, pepper spray. But you know, y'all, these sick motherfuckers can eat that pepper spray shit. I gave her the mace. I said, do this, but whatever. Okay, boom. So she leave out. I got mama. She had called me from the place where he was supposed to pick her up at and said, yo, he's still not here. So I'm like, wait, what? Huh? He's like, yo, he's still not here. Like, something ain't right. He's still not here. I said, okay, well, I'm basically like, well, come back home type shit. Then all of a sudden, she was like, well, I'm gonna call you back. Or it was something like I can't remember how we got disconnected. I was just like, okay, I don't remember, but I was extremely worried. My heart was pumping. I mean, I was scared to death. So I wound up texting her phone, and this never happened before. Usually when you text someone text an iPhone that's not on, meaning like that you know the phone is actually off via the bill and don't have no Wi-Fi, when you text them, it look like, you know, they blocked you. It don't say delivered, right? So I was kind of expecting that. But what I wasn't expecting for it to say something like, it bounced back to me and said something about some satellite, this and other. So I'm like, oh my God, did he take her? Did he kidnap her? I'm nervous as hell now. So now, and it's a couple hours later, and I'm still texting and I'm getting the same messages over and over again. I'm getting scared. I'm getting nervous. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, what the fuck? But she gave me his number just for emergency purposes. So I called him. I called the boy. This nigga phone rang and it say like, it's like an operator that picks up and say, well, this person will contact you back when they have time. Like, it's just weird. It was just weird. Like, if you call his phone, you can't get in contact with him directly. He has to call you back type time. It was just weird. So he wound up calling me back. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm Danny. I'm looking for Sierra. I have a daughter. So he like, oh, well, she's in the Outback. While she's in the Outback, I guess, away from him, she gets a chance to link to Wi-Fi and call me. So I said, okay, well, she's on the other line. At this point, I'm still kind of like optimistic. I'm like, well, maybe he is going to help her, because I wanted her to have everything. I wanted her to have the house. I wanted her to have all of these things. I really, really did. I wanted it to be real. But at the same time, you can't ignore the red flags. Again, I have discernment. It's discernment. When something ain't right, it ain't right. When something don't feel right, it ain't right. That's the gift of discernment. So she calls me and I'm snapping on her. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm so, you got me scared to death, blah, blah, blah. And she's thinking that it's about Summer. I'm like, Summer, it had nothing to do with Summer. Summer is asleep. You know what I mean? So she's like, well, I'm just about to come get Summer. I'm like, you're not about to come get Summer and take her with him with nowhere. Summer is fine. Summer is asleep. I'm worried about you. I'm literally worried about you. Yeah, my toes is fucked up. Don't worry about my feet. Talking about please the feet. Y'all gotta pay attention.
Why is it that I gotta pause it right there? Why they always be wanting to judge people's feet and shit? That was
I
funny
have
to
no
me,
idea
but
what's going on with the food.
no. It had made me laugh, girl, because Ness and them had made up this whole shit about me having ugly feet. But I don't go get pedicures and stuff. I do my own feet. But so what? My feet look good. They look good enough for flip flops. And it made me laugh because the chat is hating on her feet. Well, she talking. But her feet. So I don't know. I just had to laugh about that.
Don't worry about my feet. I sound like I'm related to Shell. The comics excel. That's what I'm saying. Y'all can't. Y'all. So anyway, I'm like, what the hell? What are you doing? Did you? And mind you, this is like around like close to 5 o'clock. I said, did you get the phone? I knew she didn't get the phone, because if she would have got the phone, she would have texted me or called me and gave me the number. I said, did you get the phone? I know. This man made me get another ultrasound. I said, what made you get another ultrasound? You just had an ultrasound the day before. Why is he making you get another ultrasound? That don't make no sense. Why? What? She like, yeah. So then we get into it, and she like, you know what? Don't make me. Da, 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 da. So I'm out of hanging up on her. Maybe 20 minutes to a half an hour later, I get a phone call from the white boy Nathan. Mind you, at this time, Summer woke up. I'm getting her food ready, and just getting her together to feed her, and just doing her routine. That's when that's the video that y'all saw him talking about. Oh well, I got some good news. Blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, wait, what? What are you talking about? What do you mean, Florida? What are you talking about? And that's when I was like, yeah, no, respectfully, bro, yeah. Summer, they're not going nowhere with you. That's just what it is. You seem weird. Nothing that you have done, you didn't follow through with anything yet. You only been here for you only had 2 meetings with her. 2 meetings with her. That's it. And you're talking about you drove. So how you going to Florida? That's why I said you the man. This your shit. But you drove 9 hours instead of flying. So what, you want to drive her in Summer to Florida? Like, what? After saying that you are bipolar, you have manic episodes, you just got out of a mental institution, you caught up something with the cartel, you actually don't work with the organization no more. No, she's not going anywhere with you, sir. No. And then I started, really, really grinding his ass up, getting into it. Like, so what do you do? Because I understand that you can run a nonprofit, but a nonprofit is a nonprofit. You pay yourself for sure with grants and donations, but the majority, if you doing it the legit way, the majority is supposed to be to the people. So I'm like, well, what do you do for a living? And just asking them questions. So the shit just didn't make sense to me. So how do we get from Indiana to Florida? And they said, well, well, she needs to be with me. Why she need to be with you for you to help her? Why? 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 That makes no sense.
So I paused it right there, and I think that's a good stopping point right there. So
Did you hear that little tidbit? And I forgot about that. That Queen spent a little time recently in the mental ward.
yeah, but with the mental ward, I thought they were saying that that white man had been in the mental hospital.
No, because when they got into an argument on some other place, I seen on one of their little uploads, it said something about her just getting out of when they was arguing.
Okay, so but I mean, I can't even be mad at her for that because both of them need help.
They do.
Both of them need help. So if she actually took her ass to somebody's hospital, that's good. But even that right there, the fact that she could take herself to somebody's hospital and Danny was watching her child while she in
Hmm.
the mental hospital trying to get herself right. Again, the amount of responsibility that comes on an actual lesbian when you dealing with a bisexual woman like this that's just fucking around, being childish, doing the most, not giving a damn. And they both knocking at 40 with a 2.5-year old currently, Summer, and then now about to have a newborn if she don't abort it. That's wild as hell. Wild as hell. I
Very
couldn't
much
even
so. And
imagine.
Danny ain't got nobody but herself. Danny only got herself. She ain't got no kids, no other kind of baggage. She ain't got nothing but herself. That's what she should keep in mind.
Uh-huh. That honestly, that's what I always keep in mind. I have been told many times in my past relationships that I'm selfish. But when you only got yourself to worry about, how can you not be selfish? Because
Right.
again, you are voluntarily allowing somebody else's baggage to become your baggage. And
Hmm.
that's one of the beauties about being a lesbian is that you don't have to accept that. Now, heterosexual people don't have to accept it either, but if y'all procreate and have a child together, then unfortunately y'all stuck with the person. But in
Right.
lesbian relationships, it's all voluntary. It's a volunteer job. You can pack up and leave and go your own separate way and leave all of that baggage behind if you choose to. But it's just most
Hmm.
of the time you try to do the right thing because a lot of the times the kids become attached to you or you don't become
Right.
attached to the kids. And I think even with this situation, she is more attached to Summer. I think if Summer was not a thing, like if Summer had never come to be, that she probably would have just cut her losses and went her own separate way.
Yeah, I think she do feel the obligation to Summer because she was there since when she was first pregnant with her. And
Uh-huh.
she made that commitment to help raise her before realizing what she was getting into.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Patricia said it could be some type of sex trafficking ring. And then she also said, and her not using protection is crazy to me. Yeah, to have some get back. Because even if you're gonna
Right.
be childish and petty to have get back, you could have did that in a protected way, unless you wanted to be pregnant. That you wanted to.
Right.
And the fact that at her age, she talking about what she didn't know that this could happen or she could get pregnant. And I'm thinking to myself, girl, the amount of babies that you have had, and you trying to convince me that you didn't know that you doing this could have wound you up pregnant, which is what eventually happened. Like what?
The devil is a lie. She no good. Then she about to be 40 years old, and they had so many babies, almost many as babies. She done had birthdays, and she
Uh
know how this go. So
not not as many babies as she had birthdays, girl. You sound like Danny when Danny said she had 1,000 kids.
I mean,
But
come on, there, Queen. I mean, come on, Sierra. Let me call you by your government. Come on, Sierra. Child. No.
Sierra be on some bullshit. And it just be like,
Hmm.
man, it ain't that much cuteness in the world. And
At
damn
all.
sure can't be that pussy whipped behind this woman to be doing the most. And the fact that she talking about that she was on Percocets before, she needs to get her own life in order, if we gonna be honest, or at least do what she could do for herself to keep her life on track.
Yeah, you can visit Summer, throw her a birthday present every now and then, but you ain't gotta just take it all on.
Right, on the slick. Hell, I'm thinking I've been shipped her off with that white man so fast. Go ahead. You need me. you need me to help you pack. You need me
Right.
to help you pack your bags for you to go with Nathan. Child, at
That's why
least
you can
good.
tell Danny still have feelings. Danny still got feelings because she concerned about, his intentions and all of that.
Hmm. And then the fact that she, got scared and started panicking, blowing up this girl phone.
Right,
At the end of the day, that's a whole grown ass woman with some kids out here. You were gonna have to trust her to make her own decision about this situation, and whatever happens, happens. Because I heard Danny talking about that God don't make no mistakes, and it must have been meant for Queen Op to be pregnant, so that's why she pregnant.
oh Lord.
Well, she said that up in her little monologue, and I'm like, okay,
Right,
well, God didn't make no mistakes. However, God didn't make no mistakes by the fact that you have common sense and peace of mind to be able to walk away if you choose to. There is nothing that is tying her to this situation except for her own feelings and emotions.
right.
She can't
And
blame
it because
nobody
you're
but
not even
herself.
living with her no more, so she can't put you out no more.
Right, right. And to me, even with Queen Op, when we were listening to her part earlier up in the broadcast, it seemed like Queen Op is waiting on the other shoe to drop. Cause she was like, "You turned off
Hmm.
the Wi-Fi when my baby was playing on the Wi-Fi, and you turned off the electricity, and you this and you that, and you could put me out." And it almost feel like to me now, is Queen Op pessimistic? What she think that Danny's gonna put her out, or is it some type of karma that she feels like she might deserve for Danny
Right.
putting
It's
her out?
because she pulls stunts like that too. She used to always tell Danny to get the fuck out. And sometimes Danny would go back to her mama or sister in them house.
Uh
So
huh.
she waiting for somebody to pull a her on her.
Right. That's what I was thinking when she said that. Cause I'm like, why would you think the girl just gonna put you out? But if she was putting that girl out all willy nilly because she had control of the circumstance, then
Right.
yeah, she probably is thinking that Danny might get her get back. Which is the good thing about the fact that Danny does have a level of maturity up on her that Danny ain't playing them type of games with her. Cause she very well could be petty and do it.
Hmm.
This is
But
a
I think,
whole
yeah.
inside of a lesbian soap opera, y'all. And believe it or not, the lesbians carry the drama like this for real. That's why
What
it
we
be
gonna call
crazy.
this? What we gonna call
Oh,
a lesbian drama? We can call it, instead of telenovela, we can call it kitty novella, pussy novella. I don't know, but it's quite a story, and that's why Danny is smart enough. I hope she kind of she get her platform monetized in some way. The thing about it, they can't keep no monetization because they can't keep cocked off, so they relying on cash apps and stuff and different
mhm,
donations like that. But Danny need to be making an opportunity with this too and racking it up with the donations for her own channel.
mhm.
But
Yeah,
Queen
I
I'm gonna
mean,
always be ahead and be the one in charge. This is the first time Danny has sounded like she actually may have went to school on her own live. I've never heard her be this clear.
that she might have actually went to school. Dang,
Right,
Demon so. But there is a psychological term for something like that. I cannot think of it,
right,
of course. But that term for where somebody they become a shell of themselves around a certain individual. But then when they are not around that certain individual, then they come out of themselves and be able to
right,
speak and, just do whatever they need to do. But then they cower around a certain person. And it's almost some psychological situation in that where the person thrives more away from that person that stifles them. Does that make sense?
right, right. And Queen is very much a takeover spirit, and when she's around, she's going to take the lead and be aggressive. She won't give Danny the chance to do anything because Queen want to be in charge of the money and everything.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. That mess is crazy. But now that I was looking at Miss Claudia and her typing with the other people tuned in, I'm about to go find them on Instagram. I might as well.
Right.
Yeah, I might as well go find Nathan white ass and go ahead. I didn't even know he
Oh,
had
let
an
me know if you
Instagram.
find Nathan, because I want to watch that Tasha K interview, Lord, with Nathan come on. We may have to do a part two, depending on what Nathan and them talk
Oh,
about at Tasha K.
well, I plan to do multiple parts because we got to see this pregnancy through, especially if she stick
Oh
with it.
yeah, to
I'm
see if she
thinking
take
that
it
we
all the
could
way to
probably.
term.
Mhm. I'm thinking we could always follow up with, like, several parts later on down the line as this story kind of unfolds. If she decides to get an abortion, of course we can talk about that part too. But then if she actually go forward with this pregnancy, girl, this is content in itself to follow the chaos and disruption of them and what they got going on over there.
Hmm. Because
Mhm.
this brings a new face to domestic violence. This can also be one of our subtopics, especially when Nathan say what he said. Because Nathan is under the impression that she's in a domestic violence situation with Danny, and it's so many different ways to feel about that with them when it's mutual combat. So we can even
Mhm.
piggyback off of that because now that's what they're screaming is that the white man is saying that she told him she was in an abusive domestic violence situation, and that's why he's
Mhm.
stepping in.
Right. Okay. And yeah, if you would, Miss Claudia said she could share the page with us. Okay, Miss Claudia, I'm not sure how you could get it to me. Oh yeah. If you get it to VS, she could give it to me, or if I because I don't think if you left it in a comment, I don't know that it's gonna go through because it's a
Yeah, with the
hyperlink.
link. Yeah, I don't think the
Yeah.
hyperlink gonna let you.
Yeah, but I think Miss Claudia is one of VS moderators over there. So she might be
Uh
able
huh.
to give it to VS and then VS could give it to me. Then once if she get the links to VS, then I get it from her and give it to you. And then hell, I might make me a members only community wall post and throw it up in there for my members. So
Right, so
that
they can
way,
follow it too, so they can follow along with the story with us. Yeah.
mm-hmm. Yeah. And then I think
And
that'll
I
be
think
something
that
else that I could probably just be throwing up in there for the ones that's interested because whenever I know that they are do it. Oh, hey, ghetto member. Yeah, Queen Op is pregnant again. We was covering that. She done got pregnant again because she went and cheated on Danny because she thought Danny was cheating on her. But now she is torn on whether she want to get an abortion or if she want to keep the baby. And I think D Miss So know more about the son. Uh, Ghetto is asking how is Queen Op's son.
He's still with the Juju family, but she had a daughter more recent than the son. I mean, Summer, her daughter is she has autism. She's 2.5, so that's the baby that she was pregnant with last. But Juju, the son that she got is with that family. So the family been taking care of him, and she can see the son too, and that's her and
Hmm.
Juju into it.
Yeah. And even with Queen Op, she do have a YouTube channel, y'all, where she had released the music video. Let me see if I could grab. Did you know that she had released the music video, D Miss O?
Not the music. She recording now. That
Girl,
helpful.
oh, you didn't know, and that's the
No.
thing. I know that her music is most definitely copyright content. Cause girl, if it was not
Oh
copyright
Lord.
content, hold on, let me find it here.
Girl, see, Eric, get a job, child.
Girl, she
Mm-mm.
released the music video about a week or two ago. That's what made
Is she
me
a rapper or a singer?
girl, it's a little bit of both what she was doing.
Okay, Drake.
Yeah, I'm about to get the link to her music video now. Let me see. Oh, here it is. Her music is 2 minutes and 51 seconds. That's how long her song is. Let me copy this and I'm about to throw it in the stream yard for y'all.
Oh, okay. At the Real Queen. Okay. Miss Crowley put the Instagram pages.
Oh, okay. Now look, why in the hell
Let
it
me go
didn't let
look.
me it ain't let me throw Queen Op video up in here talking about an error occurred. Wait a moment and try again. I know they ain't telling me that I can't drop a link in my own damn shit. What the hell, YouTube?
That's what I'm
Let
about
me
to say.
see.
You can't do any of your own stuff.
I guess not. Let me see. Oh, I see why. I see why. Hold on.
Look at
I
Clean
know.
Up. She got Clean Up got 200 some thousand followers. I'm gonna send you her link through the phone.
Okay, yeah, send me the link cuz yeah, I'm on another page, another tab trying to get the link to the song that she wrote. And she did a whole music video, which was really sad because during the pandemic her and Danny used to do songs and music videos together and they shit used to be so cute. And now she got to do her own music by herself because she messed over Danny.
Mm-mm-mm.
She got to do her own music video without Danny. I mean, not without Danny. I mean, during the pandemic, it was her and Shell doing the music videos together. That's what I meant, her and Shell.
Oh yeah, they used to play around, but I didn't know she was serious. Thinking this was no okay. Two fools.
And putting it on like iTunes and stuff like that for her to make money. And especially, she got to be serious about it for her to be making whole music videos because music videos ain't cheap. They not cheap. Let me put. I'm about to put Queen to let them know what this is. Queen Ops music video. Okay, and I'm putting that down there for the people up in the chat. And Demon, so the name of her song that she made, girl, is called Autism Anthem. Something about for the mothers with autism. Girl, it's a song
Um,
she wrote. But the when you listen to the song, you don't know whether to take it seriously or whether to bust out laughing.
mm,
Because it's basically like her saying this is for all the mothers who have kids with autism. And she was like, why it couldn't be another mother? Why did it have to happen to me? That type of thing. The way she
mm-mm-mm.
talk about it is like she feel like that baby Summer is a curse.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look what Patricia said. Patricia said that song is a mess, just like her thoughts. Yeah. You don't know where is she going with that music. And hey, Black Mamba, you don't know where she going with that music, but at least she trying. She trying to do something to generate some
She look a
income.
hot mess in this video. She look like a clown.
She oh, I see the links that you sent me. Good. I'm about to follow them right now.
Oh yeah, she over there going. She just did a live. Look like going at Tokyo Tony child over there. She is something else.
Oh,
Danny
so
trying to
she
get her a little motion too.
okay. So she over there doing so she been doing a new live while me and you been over here?
It looked like she just was addressing Tokyo Tony because when I had tried to click on the thing, it said something about just ended, and then I seen the little clip thing come up saying Tokyo Tony this that. So I think she just got off one talk, giving her a shot back because they fighting now because about the baby.
Okay, okay. Child, I never thought a day in my life that I would be actually going on Instagram to follow these fools, but I guess I will.
Mm-mm. May as well to see it all the way through, child.
I agree. And so that's what I'm doing now. But I guess we can go ahead and close it up. You got any final words that you want to say to the people? I thought this was a really nice,
Oh
chill,
yeah, this
relaxing
is a good
conversation.
line.
Mm-hmm. Now, any of these clips that I played, had you heard any of this before, or was it anything new that you had heard of, Demon
No, that
Soul?
was those clips was new to me.
Okay, all right. Well, what I could do is I could probably post the oh, well, actually I'll do that to the people that's actually looking right now. So these ones I mostly was able to get because Sweet Ma for Life followed them. So Sweet Ma be tracking what they got going on over there. Um, so for everybody up in the chat, if you want to try to follow them from a YouTube stance, you can subscribe to Sweet Ma, but she don't post different content of them all the time. She only posts content of them when it's something worth it. So months can go by and she won't post or update anything with them. But it just so happened with what happened with them this weekend, that was really, really something that was viral. hence the title of this live that people were talking about. And so Sweet Mom went on her channel and re-uploaded the lives because she got them from somewhere. But now that I'm subscribing to them through this link that Miss Claudia gave the Miss O, I'm gonna make sure that I try to keep in touch with them. Now I see that, okay, you sent me two, the Miss O.
Yeah, one was
Oh,
Queen Eye page and one Danny page.
yeah, I saw that, but didn't Miss oh, okay, so she gave me Queen Op and Danny. Okay. So Miss Claudia, do you have Nathan's? Do you have Nathan's too? Or you said you didn't find Nathan yet? To Miss Claudia. And Miss Claudia said, yeah, it was a nice intimate live. Yeah, chill and laid back. Black Mama said, let me get to my IG. Great live, J Dunn. Yes, ma'am. You welcome, Black Mama. Once I get everything together, y'all take note of my community wall. And once I get these links together, I do a community wall post. And I guess I'll put it publicly because I know that some of y'all have supported and are not members. So I'm gonna get right now. I got Danny's and Queen Ops. After I finish this live, I'll make a community wall post with their Instagram links on there. But I want to wait until I can find Nathan's or get Nathan's so that I could post all three. So that way y'all will have Danny's, y'all could have Queen Ops, and then y'all could have the white man Nathan, who is all up in the mix trying to get the baby. Oh, thank you today. Oh, okay. She just put Nathan's even so.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Let me see what Nathan dot burning. What's he got going on? Child,
Yeah,
Nathan done
I'm
catch the
thinking
fish
Nathan over here
stream.
with his whole government name. He don't even know what he got going on. Not his government. Nathan Burning. Which it makes sense because Danny basically said that she was researching him. So Danny over there doxing the hell out of him, trying to figure out what he got going on.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
Oh, yeah. He got a whole anti-abortion page going on.
Okay. Don't forget you gotta message me that link too.
Yeah, I'm finna. Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, y'all keep an eye out on my community wall and I'll gather all those links and put them there and let y'all know where to go for each one. But either way, I appreciate y'all so much for tuning in with us here. I appreciate D Miss Soul. This was very spontaneous and impromptu, but D Miss Soul was able to contribute a great deal with her knowledge of the story. And now I think we could follow it closely and we could try to do this every so often, when it's something worth talking about with them.
Right. Well, it was good to be here. I see you in the streets, and then yeah, we'll get together because I do want to follow this to the end. But you got all three links sent to you now.
Okay, all right. Thank you, D Miss Soul. I'm gonna
All
get
right,
them
bye,
links and
y'all.
I'll post them up for everybody. All
Okay.
right. Thank you. All right, y'all. That was the Miss Soul. We had a good broadcast. I introduced y'all to some interesting characters, plus gave y'all the inside look of a toxic ass lesbian relationship, but also from the point of view of a masculine presenting lesbian. She considers herself a stud. I do not consider myself a stud, but Danny considers herself a stud. But you kind of got to get an inside glimpse of the ups and downs of what it's like to be taking care of other people's kids. It's a very fascinating dynamic. Oh, hey, Nicole Judge. But yeah, thank y'all so much for joining me. Y'all, I think I'm going to be back in the morning for a morning show. Y'all, that's going to be back to back to back. I did a morning show yesterday morning, a morning show this morning, this afternoon show, and then a morning show in the morning. Oh, my goodness. But I'm gonna try to come with y'all, come back to y'all with another morning show tomorrow. I just gotta go through and do my research to see what all done been happening today. Y'all take care, be blessed, don't stress. Thank you so much for any donations. Thank you so much for the memberships and for the support. Take care, be blessed, don't stress. Bye, y'all. It logged me out of StreamYard, so I can't even end the stream.